All right. After a long delay, welcome everyone to another round of Chaos Chamber. This is going to be a little weird, a little odd. We've missed a lot of weeks, Rusty specifically, but that's all right. Uh, I'm ready, and this is a pretty good prep week for next one, which is going to be amazing. So I'm excited. We've had a couple little down weeks here, so it'll be interesting to see how it turns. It should be a fun night too, with the battle preparing to rage. So, and by that I mean Amrook and Grizz, which we'll get to in a minute. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the recap screen, and then we will get into it. So, as the Phandalin Phive continues to make their way around the north, working into many different issues, some large, some small, you found yourself last week still in the city of Yartar after having chased away the faux sorcerer Usith, starting to pass around some of the information you know, some of the letters that you found, making some deals, making some contacts from those that you had dealt with previously. A lot of hobnobbing in town right now, trying to figure out where Lord Dryland is and what your next step may be, and just checking in kind of across the board. And as you were doing so, coming back to the tavern at night after a long day of politics and negotiating, you recognized a face as you were grabbing yourself an ale. That of a man from the not so distant past, but what feels like years ago, Silvarin the priest that you tracked down up in Tribor, who at the time was in a bad place, having just seen his town destroyed, having left, having cast aside all faith. And it seemed to be just a stroke of luck that one of you needed, having run across Silvarin before as he was traveling the land and recognizing you as well, at least a few of you. He was very excited to see you again. You guys had a little talk, caught up a hair. He's still in a rather fragile place, having given up the faith. But all in all, good to see a friendly face again after heading to your room and having a little bit of a sit down, a little touching a base on where things are, particularly a little intervention with Grizz. And he's not there, but that's all right. You guys decided to quite call it a night, but to go your separate ways and see what was in the town. In particular, Warwick was meeting up with Silvarin. I wanted to have a little chat with him. Grizz and Amrook deciding that they wanted to get a little action, having not beaten anything to a pulp in a few days. We're going to head down to a nearby tavern and attempt to have a little inner team discussion with their fists, brawl it out a little bit, find a little hidden fight club nearby. Wanted to check it out.
Team building.
Siddle and Reed at the time. What was that?
Team building.
Team building. At the time, Siddle and Reed wanted to stay behind and hang out at the hotel. Siddle had some reading to do, though possible to change here. And Althea, you were on the edge at the time. Were you gonna follow those guys to the tavern, I believe? But we'll get to that. But with that said, we kind of ended. It's late evening here. With that all happening, you guys just had a pint down at the tavern, and where you're staying. You're now heading out, and we will pick up there, specifically with Warwick and Silvarin first. With that said, let the chaos ensue. So, there was a little bit of campfire chat here outside of this that you guys were privy to. For the purpose of the stream, I'm going to throw it out there. So, Warwick sitting down mano a mano alone with Silvarin, having a little conversation and making a sincere approach to convince him to hand over his holy symbol. And that silver-tongued bastard turned out to be pretty darn persuasive. And as you finished your speech, your monologue, Warwick, you see Silvarin, who's looks conflicted, looks pained. You can study the look on his face, and it's hard. You can see the wrinkles. He's gonna look up at you. I'm not sure what I can do that you ask of me. You understand the situation you put me in. After what I've seen, my faith is broken. If I trust what you say, though, and if there is truth in that, then I must accept that Helm is listening and that he still guides me, forcing me to question my lack of faith. On the other hand, if I can't take your word for it, if there is no Helm, if he does not guide me still, if he is not involved here, then you will be lying to me. I could not trust you. So one way or the other, I'm in a terrible predicament. But he's gonna see him put his head down, kind of rubbing his brow. He's gonna look back up at you. You see a little bit of resolve in his eyes, a little bit of not quite a broken man. He's gonna ever so slowly reach into his coat pocket. He's gonna slowly pull something out in his fist, put it down on the table. You hear a mild clunk. His fist still covering it up. Slowly he opens his fist and pulls it away, and you see a silvery medallion laying on the table. On that you see a gauntlet, looks like a left-handed gauntlet with a relatively fancy eye painted on it. It looks worn throughout the years, well used, well traveled. He's gonna take it and slowly push it halfway over the table towards you. I, with great pain, tells you, with the last of my faith, put it in the Phandalin Phive. I hope this does better for you than it did for me. And you see him glance at it one more time, stare at it, and pulling his eyes away, he's going to stand up, push the chair back, give you one last nod, start to walk away.
I'll reach out.
Oh, fuck.
Can I just say missed opportunity for you not to just pull out one of these?
I thought about it. Thought about maybe a weapon of sorts. He might have been trying to play the flute.
That's fantastic. No, I'll reach across the table. I'll grab it. I'll put it in my hand and I'll just stare at it for a second, kind of realizing what this is going to do and realizing the path that this is now going to put me on. And Warwick's in some danger, or he's going to be at this point. And I'll just look back at Severin and say, as long as I'm living and I complete this quest, you'll get this back and your faith will be restored. And I'll put it in my pocket. Is he leaving?
You're going to see him momentarily pause his back to you, and then he keeps walking. Seems quite painful for him, quite difficult to do what he just did.
So as soon as he leaves, and we haven't decided where we're going next, right? We're still
not that I'm aware of.
All right. Okay. Knowing that I have what I need now, I am gonna join the group at whatever this brawl is gonna be.
Okay.
But before that, I'm gonna use sending. And I forget. Hold on, I forget what was the last thing. I can't remember exactly what she said to me, but I'm gonna use sending. I'm gonna send a message to Nisana, and I'm gonna say, I have everything you require. Oh, hold on, I'll type it out. But I have what you require, including the holy symbol. Where and when can you and I meet? That'll be it.
All right, and you get a fairly immediate reply. Oh, Warwick, you do impress. I can meet wherever you require. You simply name the spot. I am well-traveled. And that is it.
Okay. And I'm not going to reply back to her immediately. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to just kind of ponder for a second and again, kind of take in the severity of my next course of actions, I should say. And I'm going to compose myself, and I'm going to walk out the door, and I'm assuming, has the group left yet? Have you guys left to go to this tavern? Or are you guys...
Yeah, they started to walk away. You kind of got separated whenever, intentionally separated yourself whenever they did. So they've begun making their way over. But you know the general direction. You know it's only a few blocks away, so it's not terribly far.
Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and make my way to the tavern. Because I want to play some bets, see what happens, see how much gold I can make before I die.
All right. With that said, at the time, Siddle and Reed, you wanted to stay behind. That was kind of forced upon you. You guys have now had opportunity to be in your right minds and think about it a little bit. You're welcome to change your mind if you'd like and catch up, knowing that you have to see uh, Warwick still down in the lower area. And Althea, what were you doing? So the three of you and
I'll join.
Caldrum, you were gonna stay behind as well at the time. You had some things you wanted
Yeah.
to do, but you.
Yeah,
Up to you.
there
So
was
Reed's
something,
gonna join.
there was something I wanted to do.
I feel
Okay.
like Reed, this is your chance to beat the shit out of Griswold. You might as well take advantage of it.
We'll wait till he gets a little tired out.
All right, so Reed's gonna join. Warwick's heading over, so you guys head over together. Althea, are you still there? Or are you off?
Last
I'm gonna take it. You're probably gonna meander over at some point.
I thought she said she was going to.
Following
Yeah.
behind. I'm there. Here.
All right. And
Everywhere.
Caldrum, what do you? Before we get to the primary group, what were you interested in doing? What's Caldrum in doing during this time?
After his trying to exorcise the demons out of
I forgot about that. That shit was awesome.
Dude, that was so good. So good.
exorcise the demons out of Griswold, and he's not possessed. He kind of collects himself, and he waits for everybody to leave, waits for everything to kind of get quiet, and goes through his little chest that he has, and he pulls out this crystal ball, and he sits crisscross applesauce in the middle of a room, puts the crystal ball in front of him, and he concentrates on King Hecaton. He's never seen him before. He's not. He's at best, I believe. What did I see? Familiar.
Yep,
No,
you're
first
familiar.
hand, first hand knowledge. No, I have not met him. Never mind. Second hand. And I'm going to attempt to scry on King Hecaton.
Oh fuck.
So the DC is a +5 because I only know second hand of it.
We're out here pissing around.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Caldrum's solving this shit.
Wow. Caldrum. Jesus.
All right.
He needs to make a. No. Yeah, he needs to make a saving throw. Wisdom 19, but he gets a +5 modifier.
Got it. Give me one quick second here, then.
Damn.
Pull up some stats.
Can I get like the 3-second rundown of who this dude is?
Go ahead if someone can fill that in while I'm taking care of this.
King Hecaton is the ruler of the storm giants that has been taken down, right?
That they believed
Yeah.
was killed, but he's actually been kidnapped by one of his own family members.
Called it. Just saying.
Yep.
But they're not the ones that orchestrated this.
The Kraken Society was.
Well, we don't know. They have something to do with it.
Oh, that's what it was. It was
And
they.
there's pieces here. There's pawns, and I believe the Kraken Society is a pawn, and I believe his daughter, one of his daughters,
Daughters
is a
or
pawn,
brother.
but we-
Daughters or
brother. That's right, or brother. But we don't know who's actually behind all of this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I remembered your divination with Mr. incorrectly.
Right.
My bad.
All right. So, Caldrum, in the loneliness of the room, the quiet, the peace, you prepare to cast your spell, sending your scrying, reaching out for this man that you've now heard so much about that's caused so much trouble that you have not yet known, not yet crossed paths with. And as you do so, your vision, your remoteness, your connection reaches out and seems to reach nothing.
Hmm.
There seems to be no connection, no nowhere for it to land. You just feel empty.
Pick up my crystal ball. Back in. Damn it. That's all I got.
You want to come?
Uh,
Want to come bet on Griswold beating somebody, or getting his ass kicked? One or the other.
yeah. So after that, did you want to join them as well, or stay back at the hotel, begin your long rest early
I am going to stay back at the hotel,
at the
inn.
tavern?
Yeah.
We were talking about hotels before
Hotels.
now. In the hotel mindset.
Caldrum's gonna stay at
the
the
La
La
Quinta
Quinta,
Tavern.
the local La Quinta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Days in, maybe. I don't know.
Motel 8, Motel 6. We'll keep the lights on for you.
All right. So with that said, you guys all make your way into this rather shady tavern here. Grizz and Amrook, you were the first to make it in. Entering, you see
As we're,
the.
I was gonna
Go
say
ahead,
something
please.
that
You go ahead.
I was gonna say something to Amber
Yeah.
while we were walking. It just real quick, if that's cool.
Is it just
Yep,
Grizz
please.
and I, or did people catch
You're
up
you're
to us?
currently on your own, so
Okay.
they have not caught up yet. You're only a few blocks, so you guys have a small, 10-minute walk over. You guys are ahead of the course. Everyone else is about 10 minutes behind, so you're basically gonna get there before anyone else leaves. So you'll have a small 10-minute window.
Emerald, I must clear something up here. In league with the guards, who we had a kerfuffle with earlier. That's not in my notes. I just improv that little part.
Nice job.
You're welcome. You're welcome. My shit. No, I can't be serious. All right. My intent was not to kill the guards at Lord Dryland's house. While my patience was growing thin, I would have only knocked them out, rendered them unconscious. They were only following orders, but I could not allow them to keep us from potentially acquiring information on the Kraken Society. If what Keldrum's deity says is true, and this is where I slightly got it wrong because I, for some reason, thought the Kraken Society was behind this. But if what Keldrum's deity says is true, the Society has a big play in this one, in a disruption with the Giants and the spread of evil in Farron. This must be stopped. Yes, our reputation may have been on the line. I would rather put it on the line and find the truth than let the worry of our reputation keep us from destroying this evil. Luckily, our persuasive or deceptive discussion did what we needed without any fighting. My intent will never be to kill the innocent or slightly misled individuals. I will try to keep my patience in check. But if we find a lead on the Kraken Society, I will do what is needed to gain the information, or better yet, cut off the head of the snake, or Kraken. And Griswold's violin speech.
Alright.
Oh.
Thank you for explaining, but don't know why you feel the need right now.
I got a lot of shit earlier, so I figured you and I were peeps.
I mean, I don't know who gave you shit, but if you say you keep it in check, you keep it in check.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
But now we can go punch some people.
All right.
All right. So with that said, you guys are the first ones to enter ahead of the other group. You don't quite see them behind you. You don't expect them to be behind you. So you guys enter this tavern. The tavern is far less than you've enjoyed thus far in Yartar. The first thing that catches you is the low lighting within the room. The second thing that hits you almost square in the face is the stench. You smell not only the typical blood beer, sweat, and old food, but also just a horrendous sinking smell that is likely many men that have drank far too much and not been cleaned up well enough and it hits you pretty hard as you enter here. You come in. There's a number of tables. Nothing fancy in this one, unlike some of the others that you've been in. One small fireplace in the corner. The cold kind of permeates the entire room. Number of rough-looking patrons throughout. As you look across the room, it's fairly plentiful tonight. A lot of tables taken up. A large number of patrons. Some together. Some in small numbers. All look mostly look of type of fishermen. Hands of some type. A lot of rough hands in the room. What do you guys want to do? And then I should say it is only tables and tables in the bar in this room.
Wasn't there something we were supposed to say?
Yeah, no, Emrook, I think we, so we went in the front entrance to this bar, correct?
You did, yep.
Emrook, I think we were actually supposed to go to the side door, and, wait, hold on, did you tell us that, Emrook?
Yeah, I went straight upstairs to get you guys, and it was like, come on, here's what we got to do.
I'm assuming Emrook would have told us that we were supposed to go to a side door and knock 4 times.
All right, yeah, you pass that along. So as you do so, entering, going to the side door, you don't immediately get a response before this large, solid door that looks fairly nondescript slowly opens. You see a large hulking figure that actually is eye to eye with you, Griswold, with massive chest, much meaner face, giving you a scowl. He's going to look you both over. You see his eyes shift. He's going to stand out of the way and welcome you both in since you used it. So pulling you around to the back of the establishment.
Name's Tiny.
As you enter, the same smell hits you with the sweat much greater at this point. You see some stains throughout. You see 2 people, and ignore the battle map itself, just for the point of people-wise, but it gives you a feel for the room. But you see 2 men duking it out down below. One appears to be some form of beast in nature. He is a humanoid, but large tusks. He kind of reminds you of what you've seen previously with some orcish-like figures, perhaps minotaur-like figure. Just something with quite large teeth, standing out, quite hairy as well, large, bulky, big head. Seems to be duking it out with another very large humanoid, although the man barely resembles that. He does appear human, but they are going to town on each other, basically punch for punch over. And after a few tough swings, you see the Minotaur orcish creature go down with a fall, and he's unable to get back up momentarily. And quickly, one of the big soldier guys jumps in, separating them. He's going to raise the other guy's hand at this behemoth of the creature. And you see it is human in nature. However, he looks like he's taken way more punches in his life than he ever should have, and has spent a lot of time lifting heavy rocks. So he's going to raise his hand. We have a winner! Pay up! And everyone's going to... you hear some cheers, you hear some groans around. There's a fairly large number of spectators gathered around this big pit. This pit seems to be like a gravelish, dirtish surface, down about 4 feet into the ground in this room. So a number of people standing around it, taking in the fight. And you now get a better look at the Goliath that you was at the door and let you in, Grizz, looking eye to eye, although he, you've, I won't say led a rather charmed life in your situation, but you've certainly had a decent one. This one looks like he's been through some stuff. A number of scars across his face. So you see what appears to be maybe a broken finger at one time or another, a bit gnarled, and he does not seem in any way pleasant, and even less so to see you. Not that you know him, just as he kind of eyes you up and down, you hear a little grunt and he turns away.
The people in the ball pit, are they wearing armor? Are they wearing armor? Yes. Are they wearing armor, or is this like straight up like no armor, just fucking duking it?
The one is wearing some leather armor from what you look, but no weapons seem to be in hand for either of them as they're going. The other one is bare chested, the one that won, shirt off and all. As you're having that discussion, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just said cool. That's cool.
So as you guys kind of take a look around, you see a couple other fighters kind of getting ready, going around. It seems to mingle for momentarily. Everyone just kind of steps back into their areas. Some bartenders come through and start handing out some drinks. More orders are being placed. So it seems like maybe a quasi little intermission here in between fights as the Minotaur's kind of helped. Minotaur orcish creature is kind of helped up, patched up a little bit, booted out of the ring, and brought over to a table, having an ale waiting for him by what appears to be maybe some of his friends.
I just want to do a perception check to see if I see anything with the Kraken Society symbol floating around.
All right. It's a little dark in here, but you kind of just meander around a hair and look with a 12 perception. You don't recognize anything. You recognize a lot of ugly faces, a lot of scowls, a lot of people getting drunk, some money changing hands. Seems maybe some other deals being made. A lot of chatter about various things, but nothing that you would see that would be Kraken Society related.
Can I flag down a server of some sort to get us a couple ales and potentially ask how we get in the next in line?
Yeah, a little halfling woman kind of comes up to you, and you get your flag and pass. She doesn't seem to be most courteous, but she momentarily grunts to take your order, and so she gets you a couple ales. And then what was the other thing you said? Sorry.
Ask her how we would get next in line to the ball pit, as Griswold put it.
Hold on his face.
She's going to point you over to the corner, kind of in this general region here. Can everyone see this screen, or is it only the two of you right now until everyone else enters?
I'm watching it on Twitch. So.
Okay, so you got a black screen, though, is what you've got.
Yeah.
Black screen.
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. You guys will be here momentarily, so we'll enter. I just want to make sure it was accurate. She's going to point you guys up north and say, you want to talk to Bellarak? He's going to point, and you see a man at a table up to the north who seems to be counting money, has a little chalkboard next to him, and his writing names, just crosses one off right above him. Seems to be eyeing everybody up, and he glances over at you as you're talking to her.
Do I clock the name that he crossed out that I can assume is the Minotaur?
Yeah, you it's still pretty on there pretty easily. You see Asug, ASUG.
All right. Just in case we want to talk to Asug later. Grizz, you want to lead this one, or you want me to put our names on the list?
I figured you were the one that spurred this up, Hemrook, so...
I got us in here. You're the charismatic one out of the two of us.
Oh, fuck. So Bellarak's the dude we have to talk to. Bellarak, you look like a man of business. I want my name on that fucking board. How do I do it?
Shit, that was charismatic. All right, maybe I should have done this.
Give me a performance check here. You sound like
I
you're
really
acting a little
don't.
tough. You're putting on a little show.
I really don't
was
know what
being
you
very
expected,
straightforward.
Carl.
I was being
It was very
straightforward.
It was two character. I just didn't
was.
expect it. I thought you were going to be like, no, my friend, or something. I don't know.
No.
In my
I'm
mind,
not
it was going
Warwick.
differently. I applaud you.
You said performance? Oh, this is gonna be
Performance.
real.
You're coming in here like a fighter. You want to
No.
you want to get on the list. You want to put on a little show here.
No. You asked me to roll.
He trips
No.
hard as he's talking.
So you ask, and he attempted. You're getting into a fight club here. You're in this back room. You want to get on the board. You want to get into some fights, and you're gonna come up and you're gonna put on this big tough guy performance, and he's gonna see what he's a little something else as he does so. Looks like Liqueur's a little lacking. He thinks you're a little soft. He looks over at the other Goliath, looks at you, looks at the other Goliath, looks at you, and despite the battles you've been in, you don't quite look much like a warrior. Besides your armor, you look like you're kind of holding that position. I can get you on the list, but I suppose we'll have to find you a suitable opponent. I think I've got a barmaid I can match you up with.
I'm gonna jump in. A barmaid sounds nice for after, but how does this work? Is this a tag team? Is this single man only? What do we have here? And you could go ahead and put my name down there as well.
Don't worry, Bellarak. I hope you're going to put your name on that board, too.
My fighting days are done, and that's lucky for you, but I'm happy to put you both on the board. So we have a no weapons policy here. There is no killing to be done. Magic is your choice on a case-by-case basis. We allow the opponents to decide whether or not they want to, entirely keeping it a fair fight. However, the battle shall last 5 rounds. You will go toe-to-toe. The best 3 out of 5 or a knockout will do it. The winner drinks for free for the rest of the night. The loser pays double.
Nice. I like it.
How much for the entry fee?
No entry fee. The money exchanges hands purely through betting. You are welcome to join the board for no cost whatsoever.
All right, I'll place a bet, but I'll wait a round or so before my turn.
Understood. You can watch Krygl over there fight another battle.
So Krygl is
And
the
the
one
gentleman, the large human that you saw with the head the size of a bowling ball. It's all also equally shaped that way, and just a massive body is going to stay in the ring and come back down in the ring after he grabbed his ale and actually grabbed one more in his way, so he's double fisting on his way back in, jumping down into the pit, spilling a little bit all over the place. Who is going to challenge Krygl for this next round? He's going to kind of look around at some other fighters that had signed up. Dagash, are you interested? He's going to look over. You're going to see what appears to be a fairly large goblin-esque nature creature who's currently chugging ale, has about 5 in front of him. Stand up, wobble momentarily. I'll do it. And he reminds you of if some of the goblins that you had fought previously had gone on steroids, grown rapidly, and evolved many centuries into pure warriors. This is what you would get. Standing a little over 7 feet tall, Droop he is not.
I was going to say just like
he's going to
Droop.
compose himself.
Just like Droop.
Just like Droop. So he's going to compose himself, and he's going to head over and just leap over this little fence that's on the pit and then drop down the 4 feet. And Bellarak's going to walk over and make the announcement. Betting should be finalized shortly. Please complete your bets back and forth. For anyone interested, feel free to stop over. However, this will be a non-magic fight, toe-to-toe, no weapons. They have chosen to go with fists. And with that, he is going to go 2-minute warning. And a few minutes as you hear a number of bets exchanging hands.
Yeah, I'll throw 50 gold on Krygl.
Wow.
All right.
Krygl?
You see a couple... Krygl.
Holy fuck. All right.
Jesus.
Oh, Kraggle. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna throw 50 G on Kraggle as well.
Jesus.
Dude, I hope he fucking loses.
Yeah, me too.
It just reminds me like
All right.
Goblin's gonna get him.
I'm not that drunk.
Potentially.
That'd be awesome.
All right, so you guys are both putting 50 on Krygl then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
All right, a few minutes go by as you guys place the bets. One of the barmaids comes around, takes it, gives you guys a little ticket for your bet. You kind of head over to the side of this thing, and you see them both down there. Krygl still finishing his ale that he hopped in with. Dagash just kind of stretching out, getting limber. Has some moderate chest piece on of some type of leather or some type of armor. However, it seems pretty well beat up at this point, almost not less effective, more appearance, intimidation. You see him just moving around, heads over, grabs a little bit of dirt in the ground, rubs it in his hands. Krygl's just enjoying himself with his ale. Nothing to worry about. So, final call for bets. Anyone else? And you hear everyone get quiet and slowly start making their way over to this railing, kind of leaning on it, looking down. Some cheers, some jeers from the crowd. At which point, Dagash start trying to get the crowd into it, walking around. Ah, this is my bar. And he's trying to get the crowd moderately effective in that particular endeavor. As such, a gorgeous little barmaid enters there. A younger girl appears to have some darker features. Definitely humanesque in nature, however, can't quite pin down what that dark tint in the skin is. And as she walks around preparing to kind of bring the two fighters together, pulls them to the center of the ring, tells them whispers a few things, and with that she's going to step out, and you're going to hear a just bell, dong, as it does so. The two white fighters are going to approach each other slowly, carefully. They circle around each other for a few moments. There's my die. There we go. Circle around each other for a few moments. Craigle comes in with the first hit, attempting to swing, and as Dagash attempts to move out of the way, actually leans into it, seems a little bit out of the discombobulated, and just gets crushed with the first swing. Dagash momentarily wobbles as he does so. Sorry, 1 second. Let me bring you guys over to this too. You guys walk in as this is happening with this first one, and so momentarily within they take a moment's breath after that first swing. I'm gonna pull everybody else in. Oops, Althea, I almost dropped you in the ring.
That would have been fantastic.
She would have hid.
She could have made it.
Chamb3r, are we going to try to persuade them to do a tag team, or is it going to be me versus you?
I don't think you got to talk to me about it. You make that decision, you go for it. We'll see if I follow you.
All right, well, while these guys are going for it, Griswold's going to look over to Chamb3r. Chamb3r, you want a tag team? See if we can take them both, take two of them down? What do you want to do?
Either way, I just want to punch something.
Keldrum, you're not actually there, but I dropped you in the chat. I'm gonna put you up here just so you can watch, and so it's open to you. Warwick. Cool. So the rest of you guys are in there watching over this, and you see these two monstrosities beating up on each other. Dagash prepares to come in for the first one, kind of charges forward, up in the air, tries to come down on top of Dagash and connects as on Craigle. So as Craigle attempts to block and come back down, he manages to sneak the punch right over top Dagash, giving him a solid hit, dropping down to one knee. Craigle does, trying to shake it off a little bit. And Dagash seems a little more energized now. Starting to circle around, turns his back on Craigle for a moment, going to the crowd, trying to high five a little bit, trying to get him into it. Throw a little charisma in there, but he has the charisma of a wet rock, and so it doesn't quite get the crowd into it the way he'd hoped. Craigle standing up, coming back, is going to come up. You see them circling around each other for a while. A few missed throws each way. They both duck out of the way, nice and easy. And with that next one, Craigle comes in, attempts to give a bit of an uppercut. However, Dagash, seeing a bit of a moment, ducks out of the way, even in his state, comes through, crushes him right in the back of the head, gives him a solid knocking with his second hit. And you see over the corner, another point held up for Dagash. Coming back, Craigle looks pissed now. He's going to be on the offensive. He's coming back. And with that, with one big hit, as Dagash is getting a little overconfident, getting caught up in the moment, trying to get the crowd into it, holding it up, kind of approaching, taunting Craigle. Craigle kind of momentarily falters, giving him a little fake jab before coming in and just clocking him. Dagash momentarily holds himself before you see this lumbering creature just over, down, and he is out cold. His face buried in the dirt. You can see a little bit of dirt puffing his head. He is still breathing. And Craigle is just going to go over, step on top of him as he walks past, and head over and ask one of the patrons for a beer, for an ale, who's going to hand it down to him. And he's going to...
Damn.
spit on this guy. At that point, he's going to pull himself up. You guys have won. Craigle's won the fight, and the two of you have as well.
Nice.
So, As you guys, the barmaid that you would place the bets with is coming around, collecting tickets, collecting some coins from everybody else, and she's going to pay each of you out 75 coins. 75 gold pieces.
Damn. Damn.
All right, so we got our 50 back plus 25.
No, 50 back plus 75.
Oh, okay. So add 75.
Sorry, in addition to.
Yep, no worries.
Gash was a big favorite there. You guys lucked out on that roll.
Yeah.
Damn.
You say luck, I
So
say
125.
125. Okay.
As Warwick's walking in, does he see who's like, taking the bets or taking care of setting up the fight?
Yeah, you give me a perception check for the room.
Check this out. Perception. Oh, not on. That'd be a 10.
You get a feel for the room pretty quickly, particularly the major players. You see the gentleman up north that's taking the bets, who the others know is Belarak. But you just see him that he seems to be the guy coordinating this whole thing. You see a few barmaids walking through here as well. You see some barmaid-esque women walking around with tickets that are taking the bets, giving out the tickets again. So you see there's about 5 different people meandering around in one form or another.
I'm gonna go up to Belarak and Bella. 2 champions will face my colleague and I.
You would like to fight together then?
I didn't
You
stutter,
think
Bella.
you are? I like your cockiness. I think I can pull a few men if you'd like that they can take this fight. So he's gonna kind of look around, take a look at his list.
I'll look at Amrook and back. You said you wanted to punch people, so figured I'd give you 2.
So as you do that, he's gonna wave over the bodyguard and send somebody else over the door, the fellow Goliath that was standing there, and pull him over. Wise Killer, would you like to enter the ring again? It's been a little while, and these gentlemen are looking for a fight. And he's this bald-headed, fairly beat-up Goliath. Gonna look at both of you. You see the hard gray skin, athletic build, big arms, this diamond-shaped bland face. He's going to let out what is a small chuckle as his grin forms. Absolutely. He's going to hop over, pull off his shirt, and you now see all the scars from various battles over the years, various injuries. Who else shall I put with the 2 of you? And he's going to get a little smirk on his face. There we go. A little delay. He goes, how about I have just the thing for you? Why not we have a little mirror match here? This will work out quite well. And he's going to pull over. Funda, would you like to fight as well? And over in the corner, a starting to age dwarf. Amrook, you recognize him as the mountain variety, and seems to be maybe fisherman by trade from what you can tell at him. You see his knuckles fairly swollen and bloody, probably not his first fight of the day, a bit of a swollen lip. Has a couple ales in front of him, relatively keeping to himself. He goes, how about Goliath and Dwarf versus Goliath and Dwarf? I love it. This is a show. Does it suit you? And Funda's gonna just nod, put down his ale quite quietly, make his way over. He's about a little shorter, a couple inches shorter than you, Amrook. As you're looking, his black hair shaved on the right side, blue eyes, weathered skin. All right, so I just heard a roll. He's gonna come over, if you insist. He's going to slowly climb down the fencing, drop down below. So you see these 2 starting to eke it out, talking a little bit, button knuckles with each other. Is that suitable for you? Looking at you, Grizz.
And with me, Amrook. All right.
I Talk with my actions whenever they are ready.
All right. So,
I'll put
2 minutes for betting.
We're jumping in this next round, or is there a round in between us?
Oh,
No, they're sending you guys in right now. You gentlemen are up.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
use know your enemy because I assume that we've been in here for a period of time,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we have
there's a couple
this
minutes
2
for bet.
minutes, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh.
And so,
Strength and
who are you using it on, and
Constitution.
what are you looking for?
Both of them, because you
Strength
only
and-
need a minute, and I'm gonna go strength and Constitution, and then I'll kind of relay that info to Griswold before the show gets started, before we jump into the ball pit.
Okay. Let's pull these up. And you are going to successfully know your enemy. Anything that you guys want to do before battle? Anything you're aiming for here?
Do we
You guys dropped down the
specify
ball pit
magic?
before you were there.
Do we need to
Not
specify
yet.
magic, or because Grizz, I assume you,
That
you
was
would
going to
want
come momentarily.
And would my Rajay be considered magic at that point for this?
Would your so with that said, your Rajay applies whether magic or not. That is allowed, as is Battle Master, Tavern Brawler, or any other feats you may have that would apply that are non-magical. So those will work no matter what. If you guys choose magical, then it's all open game.
Okay, so my Stone's Endurance. Okay, let me ask you. So Stone's Endurance is for Goliaths. And that's not magic. It's just I can reduce the damage. I'm assuming, just to clarify, is that okay? And it is also my
Yes,
channel
but you
divinity
won't
of-
want to use damage anyways because it's basically 1-to-1. So
okay.
it's
Got it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So my channel. Never mind. Okay. Never mind.
So no magic.
Yes,
then,
whoever.
Grizz?
I take that back. You would still be able to use it because it's going to be whoever has the higher amount of damage wins the round. So you would be able to reduce their damage if you need to.
Okay.
So Stone's Endurance would play in both cases.
And then can I use? Am I allowed to use my channel divinity? Is that? I mean, that's technically magic. So no, I'm just making sure I'm looking at everything here.
So let me ask you this then. And the young girl that you saw that was in there, this darker skinned creature, is going to come over and approach each of you and ask, magic fight or not a magic fight? As a challengers, your choice. And I haven't forgotten about you, Grizz, or Amrook is coming.
Emrook.
I really don't have magic, so it's up to you.
No, that's then let's leave it out. I don't want to kill anyone today.
Is it frowned upon to bet on ourselves?
No,
Or
it seems to be.
is that-
Based on the rules you've seen in here, not much seems to be frowned upon. It's fairly open game.
I didn't know if it was one of those things like if I bet against myself and then throw the fight, like is that like?
I like it. That's what I'm doing.
No, I suppose you're in a seedy tavern in the back, surrounded by numerous fighters and men that seem to have a pretty rough life. If you think you can get away with it, I say go for it.
Nah, I'll put the 75 I won from the last fight on us to win.
I will do the same.
Okay, so the 75 and 75 are both on you two.
Yep.
All right, and the betting goes back and forth. The rest of you guys are seeing this.
I'm gonna wiggle my way through the crowd. I'm gonna get up to Amrook and Grizz, and I'm just gonna come up to them. I'm gonna give them each a really firm smack on the ass and just grab. Well, I guess it would kind of be like this. Then you're up here and down here. I'm just gonna squeeze
One super quick second while you're doing this. Go ahead.
and I'm gonna give them each a bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna flag down the little maiden lady. Pop down 100 gold for them to win.
Damn.
Is it frowned upon for me to sit in a corner and use magic,
I think you can use magic.
There,
as long
there
as you're
appears to
not,
be
like-
no rules.
Sweet. I'm gonna, after I give my 100 gold and give them each a bardic inspiration, I'm gonna make my way around, grab an ale, and I'm gonna grab a seat, maybe off in the back corner where not too many people really pay attention to what I'm doing, but where I can still see the fight.
Okay. And give me a general stealth check just for how well you just kind of hang out back in the shadows. You're not hiding. You're just trying to be nondescript.
Oh, fuck.
That's cool. I'm a bard. I'm not really stealthy.
Yeah, you're in the back corner, but you certainly seem to make a lot of noise back there. You seem to be trash talking a little bit from the corner. You're getting a few glances back your way, but you're kind of out behind everybody over in the corner.
If you'd quit trying to tune your Saturn in public, you would be less noticeable.
Trying to find the right lyrics.
Absolutely. I like it. Yeah, I'll pop up with a the nail and watch the fight. And then real quick, a little off topic. The High Priestess Anna, what's her deity's name again?
Tamara.
I forgot to write it down. Was it?
Tamara.
Tamara.
Tamara. Tymra. All right. So as you guys are down there, so quick outside of the gameplay mechanics of the actual battle itself. So as I mentioned, matches 5 rounds. You get to pick strength or dexterity, and Amrook, for your know your enemy. You know, looking at the Goliath Wise Killer, he has a strength modifier of 5 and a con of 1. And
Did I say con? I'm sorry, I meant AC.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, my fault. It was my fault. So if you want to just tell me AC for the other guy, I understand.
No. AC is good. So with an AC, he has a 19 AC. Now, I'll tell you what. Let me take that back. Let me read you the rules and then how it'll apply for the battle itself, because you may want to actually con instead of AC. So,
Okay.
Because AC won't actually have a play in it. It'll be entirely hit versus hit. So
okay.
you're going to choose whether you want to do strength versus dexterity in this fight. And the way the non-magic fight here is the way we're doing this. You're going to roll d20 plus your proficiency plus your ability, whether you choose athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want. A critical hit or a win by 5 or more points is a possible knockout. If that happens, the loser makes a con save against the hit, or 15, whatever's higher, to avoid the knockout.
Okay.
Between rounds, you can use things to your advantage. Other skill checks will be allowed should you want to try to gain any advantages. So, during that downtime in between the 5 rounds, by all means. And like I said, anything else that's feat or that would be applicable is so.
All right. Then yeah, we'll stick with con, and I would also like to Rajay before the fight starts.
All right.
Riz, don't stand next to me right away.
I just want to specify a channel divinity is technically magic, right? Like you would consider that magic.
All right. One more time. Channel divinity is.
It's specifically from the paladin class. I'm pretty sure you would technically declare it as magic, but if not, that'll be interesting.
And
Does
what
it use a spell
what does
slot?
it grant you?
No, it doesn't use a spell slot. It does not use a spell slot. I mean, I only have one use of it, per long rest, but it does not use a spell slot.
Okay. No, I would say it's allowed.
Oh.
So keep in mind, the amount of damage doesn't matter here, since it's basically it's who lands hits. I mean, you're kind of point based unless it's a knockout, and that's still based on the roll entirely. And so AC doesn't matter, damage doesn't matter. This is pure hitting power.
All right.
Oh yeah. No, I just want to see because I can do channel divinity get advantage on someone, and that's so I can have a better chance.
Okay.
Of it.
In that case, yes, you would be able to use that.
How long for this? How long are you gonna just for clarification? Is this kind of battle rules where every move is 6 seconds, or what's the round kind of length? Just curious.
Yeah, consider. Yeah, actually, it's a little drawn out in this case. I mean, it's kind of a slower moving one-on-one battle as you guys do it. So consider each round, each action, I guess, for that maybe 10 to 15 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds. We'll do that. We'll say 10.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't quite like battle, like everyone's life's on the
Yeah.
line. You guys are in there, a little showmanship, little hit and then break almost. So there could be time in between each attack as well. Kind of whenever he was making his way around trying to get the crowd in order a little bit too. So that 10, 20 seconds in between each of the rounds. It's
Okay.
kind of at your pace and how you go with it.
Nope.
All right. And so Amrook, you said you are going to rage.
Yeah, I will, kind of walk around similar to Craig. No, I forget what the guy's name was. Did to kind of pump up the crowd and pump your hands and are you not entertained style.
I'm gonna start
Give me a
beating
performance
I'm gonna
check.
start beating my chest.
As soon as
With advantage.
as soon as I see him doing that, I'm gonna stand up in the back corner. I'm gonna start fucking pumping everybody up too. Just be that super obnoxious bard.
All right. So you got the advantage already. With that, yeah, 16. So the crowd was kind of against you guys right off the bat. They didn't seem to be in your favor. You're the outsiders. You're coming in here a little prim and proper. Don't quite fit with the crowd. They were not on your side. However, as you get into it, as you guys are loading up, you're kind of getting them pumped. They're starting to turn. You can feel it moving in your direction.
As I
With
shift
that, you've earned
closer,
your-
as I'm walking around pumping them up, and I get close to my main man there, the leader of this, that's when, as my hands come down, I'm just going to grit my teeth, eyes red, and that's where I'm going to rage, and we'll go into that.
Oh, Rajay.
All right. With that said, give me one super quick second.
Help me out, Key. Was Bardic Inspiration a D6? Because I'm going to use it right now.
D8.
D8,
all right,
brother.
all right.
D8.
So you guys are tracking this up. Give me 2
We
seconds.
Good, we good.
10 seconds.
Yep. All right. You managed to rage successfully, no issues. Where's Grizz off to? We'll give him a minute.
So who's throwing
I
the
think he
first
got
punch?
so excited that he had to poop. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Who's throwing the first punch? Is it you guys or is it them?
I think we go like same time, Rochambeau style.
Yeah, so just that's it. Basically, Rochambeau, you guys come in, pick one of your opponents, whether you guys go Goliath, Dwarf. I didn't really plan for 2-on-2, but that's all right. We can be nimble. Basically, it's gonna be 4 rolls all in one. Highest roll does it.
I'm rolling to just UDM. That way you can make up the story of how it happens.
That's okay.
Is it technically an attack roll?
It's an
Even though-
unarmed
is.
strike roll.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. With that said, you successfully. Oh my gosh. Interesting.
Oh, I forgot. I get advantage because of.
Yeah, as soon as we walk down, I'm gonna go ahead and when we're getting ready, I'm gonna go ahead and Griswold's eyes are gonna flash this flare of blue, and I'm going to use my oath to do vow of enmity, which basically allows me to gain advantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
For 1 minute. That's why I was asking about time. So as long as you your discretion on how many rounds that'll last. But
let's see how it goes in between rounds and how you guys handle that.
Yep.
So, Amrook, as you were pumping the crowd up, you can feel them on your side. Griswold with your help, and obviously with Warwick in the background as well. But you will have advantage on the first roll.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Nice. Okay, can you add? I rolled directly to you. Can you add 2 to that? So, because of the Rajay.
Yep.
I assume I would get that bonus.
So you want me to take the second one here and add 2?
Yeah.
Second one for the advantage.
I'll do the same.
Okay,
I'll do
and
the same, Garrett. I'm just gonna roll right to you, and then you can do what you gotta do.
Sounds good. And who are you guys targeting? Who's going after who here?
You didn't. I don't know if you gave me the little guy's info, but I would probably go for the little guy.
No, I didn't. Did you steal one AC or did you want con? That's what we hadn't decided.
Con. We'll stick with con.
All right. So for that, his strength is modifier 3. His con is 2.
All right. So it's pretty even between the two of us, so I'll go with it. Yeah. Cool. I'm going for him.
All right. You're going Goliath to Goliath, dwarf to dwarf then.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So then.
And would I say, hey, I'm going to use this battle maneuver as well?
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead, and that'll add into it.
So I didn't know how that works because of damage, but I would then use that battle maneuver that I just sent you, and then typically with the battle maneuver, I'd add on a D8 to the damage. But since damage doesn't matter, do you even need me to roll it?
So with that, attack, you can spend one spirit. Yeah, go ahead and give me the roll. I'm gonna factor that into the play.
Okay.
As the dwarf is taking a swing, I'm going to do something, but I'll follow up once you guys are done.
Is that what you threw in the chat there, Warwick?
Yeah. As the dwarf is taking a swing at Amra, I'm going to stand up on the table and say, "I take shits bigger than you," and cast Silvery Barb.
You're gonna get us fucking killed. You're gonna get us fucking killed. I love it.
Give me a stealth check on that because there is a verbal component to Silvery Barb. In addition to that, hold on.
Ezra distances himself from everybody. I don't know these guys.
That's the verbal portion of that, right? Like, is it like when it says there's a verbal portion to it? Does that mean that there's like I have to say a specific word?
No, but you do need to catch some. It's basically magic, so it's a reaction. So you're still doing something. It's not just I'm trying to think how this would be because there's no semantic component or no movement. But you're still trying to bury this. Give me a deception check then instead. Let's do that. You're trying to hide this as magic, magical influence over the fight. Let me put it that way, because you got a lot of guys betting on this. From the patrons, they don't keep an eye out for the patrons, but they're aware of patrons trying to influence it. They could affect the fight.
At 20.
And you managed to get away with it. So with that, as Goliath and then dwarf line up, you hear the bell ring. The small girl gets out of the young lady gets out of the ring. You guys slowly approach each other. You see them kind of walking up confidently. Grizz, do I have your roll?
You're muted.
I do not have your roll yet, Grizz.
You're still muted.
Yeah.
Still can't hear you. You're not muted, but yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh yeah, hold on. And then when I cast Silvery Barb,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
yes, it
Okay,
gives
nice.
that
Now we got you.
advantage. He has to re-roll, but I can also pick somebody to get advantage on their next attack roll.
Yeah, I already have advantage.
So,
I already have advantage from my stuff, just so you are aware.
but you guys roll at the same time, so it'll carry over to the next round.
Okay. So athletics check, you said? Athletics?
Yep. Okay, good. Give me athletics or dexterity. Your call.
Athletics.
And you get your proficiency bonus.
That. Yeah. Okay. So yep.
All right, with the advantage. And here's okay. So coming together on the first battle. Who did you choose for your silvery barbs, Warwick?
The dwarf.
The dwarf, the Goliath.
Yeah,
the dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Griswold gets knocked out first round. Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, this guy got a nat 20. I'm fucked. I know it. Fine.
So coming in to each other, you see the Goliath. No real battle sense whatsoever, no fighting style. He kind of walks up, meanders almost, approaching you, kind of puffing his chest out a little bit. You see a mild grin, some darkening teeth underneath that. As he looks at you and knows it's been broken more than one time. You guys eye to eye, which you're not quite used to. You're used to looking up or down at them. And as they do so, coming over, arms kind of come up. Last minute start to come, and he kind of pulls back and hesitates as you come in and preparing. Clock him. You just about to hit him, and as he does so, he kind of moves out of the way. So you hit, but brush off a little bit. You don't connect squarely, and as you're slightly off balance with that, he's going to come around and come almost down with this strike and just lock you right in the forehead and clock you pretty good. Not enough to knock you out, but you feel it.
Did he crit?
Him out punching you on that one. He did not crit.
All right, cool.
But he outpunched you. Meanwhile, the dwarf, however, coming over, approaching you, Amrook, and he starts trying to trash talk you a little bit. You think you got me, young gun, huh? You think you're fancy? You think you're good? He's kind of starts ducking and weaving, bouncing around. He goes, "I'll show you a little something." And as he does so, he comes in and completely misses right past your shoulder as you just come up and drill him underneath the chin and clock him. And he wobbles for a minute. He kind of tucks back and forth, and he goes down. He hits hard, and he is out. You hear him mumbling a little in his sleep. I got him good on that one. I think that was me. And he's gone. At which point the Goliath's gonna look down. You guys haven't taken that round with it. He's gonna, I'm good for both of you. And he's going to drag the dwarf over the edge of the pit by his leg, who's still just out, and you just see the trail of kind of blood coming out of the mouth over there. He's taking a little nap. He kind of curls up over in the corner, so he's still okay. We shall do this. And the Goliath's going to come back. First round goes to you guys.
Who got advantage from the silvery barb?
I think.
Is that on the attack roll?
Warwick?
Well,
It'll be on this attack.
Rich said he already had advantage, so I'll probably throw it over to you.
All right.
Amber.
Okay. And Grizz, you still have Okay.
Yeah, is it perform to like I know you said it's a 1-to-1, but if I use something like second wind and I get an additional elbow to the nose or something like that, is that frowned upon or?
No, that is allowed.
All right.
You want to come with a second shot. So between him dragging out and the Goliath kind of calling it out, so about 30 seconds have passed. So Grizz, you still have your channel divinity up, and he's gonna come around. Let's go again. He's gonna start looking around. He's gonna try and get him to start fired up. He's now facing the crowd. He's gonna flex a little bit for them, going off. He's going to give a 2-on-1 sign. All right. Crowd moderately buys into it. Not too terribly.
So we're swinging again, right?
I was going to say, anything else you guys want to do, or are you ready to go? He's coming in now after this little flexing performance. And he's ready.
I'll let him try and win the crowd over. I got nothing.
He doesn't do so successfully. He gives that. You guys kind of stand back for a little bit. But he starts coming up. He goes, okay, round 2. He's ready to go. He starts coming up. Give me your rolls. Great. Okay, which I got a lot of rolls coming through here. Amrook.
I didn't get mine.
I don't have yours yet.
Yeah, I was waiting for the word.
Grizz. Is this second one you're?
Yeah.
The second one in already, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right. So basically, you guys have quadruple advantage here. You get 4 rolls to his 1-ish.
Oh, I'm using second wind, and I'm using precision attack as well. So
yeah.
So essentially 5 rolls to 1 plus.
And we're gonna roll a d8 for the precision attack. So that actually goes on to the attack itself. So that would be the second roll there plus that number. I don't want to say any numbers out loud, and then we'll
The-
use the second wind.
Okay, so it's the advantage roll
Plus
the D8.
Yes. And then second wind
Okay.
will allow me to attack again.
Do I see anybody making like side bets?
And
There's a lot of side bets ongoing right now as these two are coming together.
Awesome.
And as you're listening in, Warwick, it sounds like the bets are not going in. It is going in the Phandalin 5's favor. They are betting pretty heavily on Amrook and Grizz right now after seeing that first round come through with the 2-on-1. So odds are on them at the moment.
All right, I'll get in on that action. I'll throw down another 100 gold on and a side bet on my friends.
All right.
Don't fuck
Would
this
you-
up, guys.
So
So
just for
technically-
clarification, G,
Go ahead, Carl.
it's the advantage plus the 2 plus the D8. And then for that second attack, you already saw, so. Got it.
Just so we can
Okay.
clarify, Divine Smite is technically not a spell, just so we know this.
Nice.
Depending on how next round goes, Griswold might get really angry. We'll see.
I like it.
All right, and Grizz. So coming in, he looks overly confident. He looks pretty happy with himself as he's doing this. He's kind of eyeing both of you up. He goes one way, goes the other, as you guys kind of start to surround him a little bit. And he's watching. Before he takes a big old step sideways, comes in, goes to catch Grizz. Grizz comes up, once again, 1-2 punch, gets ready for it. Grizz has a little bit of combat experience. He comes in, and Grizz goes to hit him, and as he does so, he ducks out of the way faster than you would expect as a big guy. And as he does duck out of the way, his arm comes back through, clocking Grizz right in the face. However, in that moment, he attempts to attempts to adjust a little bit, comes back, looks at Amrook, and as he does so, he's a little too slow, doesn't move quick enough. First one from Amrook clocks him pretty good. As he tends to come in for the second one, he leaves himself exposed. Amrook seeing this, winding up, coming around with that second hit, and just clocks him right across the cheek with a huge hit. And he stumbles. He's dazed. He's seeing stars right now. He's wobbling. But he manages to stay on his feet, doesn't quite drop. He almost goes down to a knee for a second and picks himself up. That was a good one. You guys are up 2 rounds to none right now.
I'm gonna
But
look
he's
at
still
him,
ready to go.
crack my neck, and say, "You hit like a little bitch. Let's go." And Griswold's gonna go in. Do I still
He's
have?
gonna, but at least I connect. You got just in time to get an attack in for it, and now crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. He just made a little performance now. He's giving a little showboating at the moment. He's walking around. They are on his side. They've turned a little bit. They want to see this one go the distance.
So Garrett, just to clarify, would you agree that Divine Smite's not a spell? And I'm gonna.
I'll agree.
I'll go ahead and use a first level. Yeah, we'll go ahead and.
I'm gonna position myself on the opposite side of this guy. I'm gonna assume he's in between us. Get a little flank attack there for advantage.
All right, you get advantage from it then.
So
I'm
I
gonna
will
do
casually walk
the-
around trying to pump up the crowd a little bit, get them back on our side, and then position myself on the opposite side after that.
Hold on, why is this not?
Okay.
There we go. Okay, well, I don't think that rolled straight to you, but that's
Yeah,
Nope, but it is on there, and you're using Divine Smite.
yeah, for first level.
So is that 2d8 then a bonus to damage, not the attack, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just to the attack or to the damage. Sorry, yes, correct.
Okay. So remember, damage doesn't apply here, so it'd be more crowd pleasing than anything else with the extra hit. But it's purely who hits wins the round.
Okay, nope, never mind. Sorry,
I just didn't want you to lose access to it if you wanted it, but
nah, I'm good. All right, cool beans.
all right. So I got your roll, Grizz. And Rook.
Roll yet? Let me roll
Okay.
right now.
Nope.
And I'll give you the D8 as well.
Yep.
Come on.
as they're coming together.
You can't do it twice,
Puffs the
right?
chest. All right. 1 second.
I'm gonna give you this
Okay.
just in case.
Got it. So, coming in once again, this time keeping a closer eye on Amrook rather than Grizz. Getting around to the back of him, he's keeping a close eye on both of you. Close eye. The crowd's starting to get excited, starting to get into it. He's going to come around. And this time coming in with a big body shot. Griswold trying to take him off balance. Realizing the headshots aren't going to work. Griswold comes in, goes to hit the head. He kind of blocks it a little bit with that lower elbow shot, dropping that down there. And as he does, with an ugly punch, comes right over top, knocking Grizz right in the other cheek, putting a nice little shiner right here.
How high
Yeah,
is
even
this
with
guy
your roll.
rolling? How high is he rolling? Holy shit!
But as he does so, turning, going to give a quick jab to Amrook. Amrook drops once, drops twice. He can't quite connect with Amrook as he tries to come in and do so, giving him a little peck. He is going to come in, and Amrook just lights him up with another huge shot across the board. This time, he stands. He momentarily sits. He tries to come back. He lunges forward. He lunges backwards. He's wobbling before he slowly drops down to one knee. And you see his eyes closing as he falls over from his knee and drops on the ground with a big knockout.
Time out. What the fuck did he roll? Because I had a 23 and a 24 on the first and whatever round. Holy crap.
It was a 26, a 19, and a 25 was his roll.
Fuck! I was rolling so good.
I know.
That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, fair.
And 2 nat 20s from your partner over there. And he does so. The crowd goes nuts. They are solidly in your corner. Everyone goes crazy. You hear some groans from people that lost some big money here, but they seem to be on your side. They are backers. And then he slowly you see this. I'm
gonna hold Amrook's arm up because I apparently did nothing in that. So cool.
You distract him. You gave me advantage. You did a lot more than you think.
I'm still gonna hold your arm up. That was good, Amrook. That was good.
That was solid.
I'm gonna stand and just put one foot on the Goliath's back and just give a guttural growl towards the crowd, eyes still flaming red, as Griswold grabs my hand, throwing them up in the air. Victory pose style, you know.
All right, and so the two of you are each paid 142 gold pieces, heading beyond your 75 gold piece bet. You guys had solid odds against you, so that was a big win. For your bet, you get Warwick. You have 190 gold pieces back for your first 100, and then 110 gold pieces for your second bet.
Nice. I came away pretty solid with some gold there. That was nice. Yep.
And you guys are drinking for free tonight.
I like it. I like it. That's awesome.
And so as you guys do that, the Amrook's still raging. Grizz still a little wobbly, maybe still a little embarrassed, a little thrown off, but hey, getting the win nonetheless.
I love Evan's face this entire time, Evan. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm always here for a show.
So with that, Bellarak gonna come over to both of you, kind of meandering. Well, you were everything I expected you to be. He's kind of gonna look at both of you, take that as you see fit. And he's gonna hand you your money that you'd won, give you the free passes for the ale for the night, and give you a little nod. You're welcome back anytime. You know the password.
All right, where's that barmaid you promised as well?
Did I promise a barmaid for the night?
You promised us 2 barmaids, one apiece. Warwick stole it.
Why don't you send mine over to that gentleman in the corner? And I'll point to Warwick. I got you. I'll be your wingman.
My man.
And an older barmaid comes down. Still a little wider hips, little
She
smell.
can
I
take
mean,
her
she
teeth
seems
out.
to
Don't
have a
worry
little pep
about
in her
it.
step, though. She's got some mileage on her, but she seems to know her way. She's got a grace about her, despite her age.
Experienced.
And a little worn. Yeah, definitely some strong shoulders and arms too. Seems like a good worker. She's gonna make her way over to you and just kind of start rubbing her hand on you, Warwick.
She's
I believe
DTF.
I'm promised to you.
Warwick has no shame. He don't give a fuck.
Please
So
tell
as you
me
guys
Grizz
get
gets
out,
like
you guys find a
this
table.
ogre.
For the sake of narrative, if there is anybody else, any battles or anything else you guys want to do, we'll just do some single rolls to make it ongoing. Otherwise, we'll call it the battle from there, and you guys are just drinking a little bit with your free ale, enjoying yourselves at the table for now. The entire group of you here. What do you guys want to do?
Is I'm kind of like walking around talking to this barmaid and whoever else. I'm gonna maybe the barmaid knows, or maybe whatever the big guy's name, Belarath, Belfar, whatever. I'm gonna ask one of them if they know of a metal worker in town.
A metal worker?
Yeah, somebody who can make, I don't know, maybe replicate a holy symbol, replicate an amulet, something like that.
So based on what you're asking, there's a number of different options. We kind of want to know, price range, seediness, how is it illegal? Is it legal? So they ask you a couple questions, but they give you 3 or 4 different options in the area. That there seems to be a lot of metal workers. It's a big town, lot of activity going on here. So you've got a few different options depending on what you're looking for, and I'll get you a few different names that you can look for. Generally, though, what is most recommended is. Let's see. I would say it's about an island over or so. One of the metal workers there. He recommends a dwarf, being relatively skilled with his hammer. Does some armor on the side, blacksmithing and whatnot. But the shop he sends you to kind of gives you some solid directions to that. And I'll get your name here momentarily.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want
what else do you guys want to do?
invite the Minotaur Azog over to our table, or to join his table as we drink our ale and have an ale with him.
Are
Yep.
we over here, Amrook?
Yeah, I think that's where he went.
Yeah, that'll work.
So I'm gonna drop it in the chat here for you, Warwick, to. There's the shop, and they're going to say that you want in Kund Drake Gut is the dwarf you're looking for. So you guys invite Asuga over, who's a little embarrassed, a little hurt. His friends have kind of meandered out at this point. He's drinking alone, so more than a little questionable once you guys invite him over. But seeing that you were in the pit as well, behind you, he's going to follow over, join you. Common.
Aye.
That was an impressive fight. I give you credit. If your ales weren't free, I would buy you each one. An impressive lot you have here, as he looks around at each of you.
I from what I understand, you pay double, so how about we buy yours? And I'll put down 25 gold.
I'll take you up on that.
I'll just put 25 gold down
And,
and say, there's your tab for the night.
I can't do that. I must live in my shame. I should have done better.
You're gonna see Warwick go off to one of the rooms at the tavern.
One of those rooms you rent by the hour.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone for
6 minutes.
7 minutes.
Whatever it may be.
Roll a d20. Let's see how many minutes you got.
All right, dude. I'm ready.
You can go with a D100 if you want.
Oh, hold on, D100.
There you go.
Hold on, D100.
Go D100.
46.
I was hoping for like a 4. That would have been beautiful.
Damn, he bored her with 40 minutes of small talk.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If she falls asleep, she needs a little nap.
45. 45. It's been a while. Don't call me less than a minute man for nothing. Yeah, I'll
So,
be back and
go. So Asug's gonna push your 25 back. I can't take that, but I will take a free ale. And his bartender drops one off for him. He finishes the other one, passes it over.
All right, I'll
You're
just buy
not
his
from
first
around
one then.
town? Perfect. They tell him to put it on your tab. She gives you a little nod. Not from here.
This is your chance to talk to
Not
a
very
Minotaur,
talkative.
Evan, and you're actually the quiet one. What the fuck?
Minotaur?
So he just
Yeah,
for
he's a
you
Minotaur.
can't quite tell. He seems to be he's a bit of a mutt, a half Minotaur, orcish. He has kind of got some features of both. Just sort of you can't quite tell.
I'm gonna speak to him in Abyssal, and I'm gonna say, "What's up, brother?" Just to see. Well, that's what the Minotaur speak is Abyssal.
And you're gonna see him kind of thinking a little bit, and he's gonna come back with the most broken Abyssal you've heard in a long while, and ask you where the bathroom is. I don't know much. There's little reason to use that language anymore. Few of us speak it. May I have some cheese? He's gonna list out a few other early sentence.
I win. That's all I care about. I got to speak to a fucking Minotaur and Abyssal. I don't care. This whole campaign is done. I don't give a shit.
Can we just do common?
I'm gonna look at Amrook and say, I finally fucking did it. Cheers to this. I'm gonna pick up my ale and ready to cheers.
I'll
So
cheers
this is
to
technically
that.
the second time you got to talk to a Minotaur. Let's remember that.
Was it in the labyrinth? Are we hold on.
You got the labyrinth.
Well, alright. That guy was trying to kill us, but that's fair point.
You don't know this
got
one
to
isn't yet.
interrogate him.
Yeah, that's true. Finally, it's a second time and they were trying to kill us. Cheers.
Yeah, we'll cheers him back.
That's awesome.
All right, we can stick to common.
Not from town?
No, we aren't really from anywhere in particular. We travel a little bit, taking care of things, we'll say.
You seem like you do quite well. If you ever need extra manpower and are willing to pay, please let me know.
Oh,
Potentially, we'll
start
keep you in mind in case you're looking to join us.
Just looking for work.
Have you been around town for a while?
Came in maybe 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Been meandering town since then.
I don't know.
Have you visited? Help me out. I can't remember the weird guy's shop. I think his name starts with an M. I don't have it in front of me though. It's the Yartar shop here. Is he not Lynene?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think his name starts with an M.
Oh gosh. Shoot, you're making me go back from a boy here.
Right, yeah.
Hold on.
Eric, you might have it in your notes. You know the shop that Reed bought the creepy hand from.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Mythos.
Mythos, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Mythos Starkov. That's it. Lion Shield Coster.
Kooky old shopkeeper of the Lion Shield Coster in Yartar.
Yeah. So have you happened to go to Mythos shop at the Lion Shield Coster?
No, I'm a little short on change. Tried to earn some in here. So, shopping is not exactly what I'm doing right now. You recommend it? Good weapons? Good. Or do you think they're hiring?
Potentially. I don't know if they're hiring. They do keep some bodyguards on staff, but I'd rather see you go there and get fine goods compared to some of these backwoods shops around here.
I will take your recommendation. Thank you. That is 2 favors you've done me tonight. You are good men.
Is there any of the crew, like, are they hanging out away from us, or are they, like, can we wave them over the table?
I assumed you guys all came to the table, but Reed,
gonna say, I
Althea, what do
joined
you?
you.
Anything you guys? Okay. Reed, Althea, yeah, good. Emma, Caldrum stay behind. So yeah, so then Warwick is down at the table. I assume Althea's with you guys as well. So you're all 4 there.
Warwick is nowhere to be found.
Warwick's in
No,
the-
you're gone. Warwick
Yeah,
is.
he's in the room.
You're welcome.
Amen.
If you need me a medicine check when you get a chance, Warwick.
With disadvantage. She
I'm
was
kidding.
old and
I'm kidding.
experienced.
I mean, she should be cautious then, right? I would hope. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Shit.
So Sug seems fairly quiet as you guys talk. Kind of looking around, a little nervous as the 4 of you were there. Invite him over the table. You guys are fairly quiet.
Where did you come from if you said you just came in about 3 weeks ago?
I've been traveling a little bit. I was up in Everland for a while. But after leaving town, made my way over here.
And
I've spent most of the last few years in Everland.
So you could say you were making your way downtown. Got it.
I suppose that would be correct. Yes. Or
sorry.
wandering.
And you came here about 3 weeks ago. As you look around, do you notice anybody new tonight or the past couple nights that maybe you didn't see before?
It's a big town. I haven't spent a lot of time in this particular tavern. I just heard about it for a way to potentially put a bet and earn some money. I thought I could use my strength to once again earn. Unfortunately, that did not work out in my favor. I ran into that brick wall over there, who's points over to the big guy, who's Craggle, who's now almost passed out on the table. So he kind of looks around. No faces I recognize, gentlemen. I'm sorry. They all seem more local than me.
And who'd you work for before?
See his eyes kind of drop a little bit, almost in shame. I worked for a family up there. They were a nice family. The Cloudfang clan. Family, wizarding family in the area. Fairly well known. Are you familiar with the Cloudfangs?
Am I familiar with the Cloudfangs? I would
Yeah, that's
assume
what he's asking.
But, no, I'm asking you. What do I need to roll to see if I am familiar?
Got it. Go ahead and give me a general history check.
I'll say
The name rings a bell. Sounds like it's one of those families you should know, but you don't quite have any details about them.
yeah. I will just say that. I don't have a recollection. Siddle, have you ever heard of that one? Siddle doesn't remember much though.
Can I roll and see
Yeah,
if
go ahead and give me a history check for you two.
roll 20 is taking its sweet time. Open up my character sheet. Give me a hot second.
No problem.
There we go. Where the hell's that button at? There we go.
So, Siddle, you initially start to say no because you know your memories are a little fuzzy back then. Memories are, and then suddenly it kind of hits you. You do know them. The memory comes out like it's unlocked a cabinet. You're familiar with this family. You don't know how you're familiar with them. You don't know why you're familiar with them, but you are. They are fairly legendary in the north for their abilities. Both their lineage is a long one, and their capabilities are strong, more powerful wizards within the Everland area. They've long spent time there and have been heavily involved in politics, negotiations. So usually the wizards try to stay out of this, but with their particular lot, they kind of interweave. They're supposedly extremely talented, and then you almost feel like maybe you knew them personally, but you can't quite put a finger on it. But you know that there's, for some reason, you can almost recollect that there were 3 brothers in the area, and that the father was quite powerful historically, and did a lot of teaching nearby.
Okay, I will relay this to the group, of course.
So you know them. I was bodyguard for the oldest son, Terran. He was a good man. Very fair. Very nice. True intentions. Relied heavily on my services. Unfortunately, I failed to do my job. I was not able to protect him. And so I was forced to leave Everland in disgrace. Hence the reason I am here looking for work.
I believe everyone deserves a second chance. I tell you what, this 25 gold that you pushed back towards me, that's your first down payment. You work for us now.
You can see him perk up a little bit. Work for you. May I ask? It doesn't matter how. Whatever you need. Whatever I can do.
What's the tavern we're staying at?
You guys are over at the... you guys moved to
White
the...
Wing Griffin.
White Wing Griffin.
Yeah, I'll
White
tell
Wing
him,
Weapon.
you know,
That's hard to say.
we'll drink tonight and meet us there in the morning. We're not sure where we're going, but if you want to join, we'll make sure you're taken care of, and you might get to fight something after all.
Absolutely, I will meet you there first thing in the morning.
Sorry, guys, didn't talk to you about that, but I have a habit of inviting people.
I had the same thought.
Okay.
So
I won't down. I will let you be kidnapped. I promise. I'll learn this time. I will do better.
Griswold's gonna hand him over because he came into some gold as well tonight. Apparently, Griswold's gonna hand him over 25 Gs as well. Make sure you're there tomorrow. We'll find you. And Griswold's gonna finish his beer, his ale. He's gonna finish Amrook's ale.
And almost as soon as it's finished, another one comes over on the table. They seem to be taking good care of you. Two full ones.
Are these like regular people ales, or are they giving me like a?
Yeah, they're regular ones. They don't seem to have any fancier cups for you.
All right,
You're getting these tiny little
finish
things.
Amrook's second.
Basically shot glasses.
I'll finish Amrook's second real quick and say they'll keep them coming for you. These are like shots. These are like small little things for me. I don't know what they are, but Griswold will down those. Amrook, you kicked ass tonight, man. And I'm gonna pat Amrook on the back.
As you guys are having this conversation too, there's other battles going on. You hear different cheers, different crowds from the different jowls and cheers from the crowd. Yeah, a lot of just there's a lot of conversations loud nearby. Pretty energetic.
Griswold's I'm gonna and Amrook on the back, tell him he did a kick-ass job. I'm making my way downtown. I'll just check to see if I hear anything fun. And Griswold's gonna head back to the inn.
Motherfucker drank my ale. I'm gonna look at Reed and flick him up platinum and say trip him on the way out.
Here come the ball bearings.
You drank my fucking ale.
You get beer all night for free.
Don't touch
Dex
a
check?
dwarf's ale,
Dex check.
motherfucker.
Dude, I was waiting for Reed to
And
get for you guys' names to go fight each other.
Do I see them? Because I'm not drunk. Do I see that he's throwing them out?
I rolled a dex save, but
That's fine. It'll still carry over. I'll just adjust and it'll play. Grizz, give me with your passive perception. You weren't actually looking for them, so no, you definitely don't see them as you turn and start walking out. He precision places these things, lining them up. And as you turn to start listening, you did a perception check to start listening too, right? You just want to see if you hear anything interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You start catching a few conversations. You walk as you begin to walk past. You hear some people bragging about your win. How impressive the two of you fighting were. You hear some various messages about the fishing in the area. You hear some talks about some of the local some of the other local pubs and what they like and they don't like. You hear one guy basically going on about how it's the end of the world and we're all doomed, so drink up tonight. You hear others talking about some of the giants and the attacks that are whispering through here. And as you're hearing all of these things as you're preparing to walk out, you take a step, kind of trying to listen in, and that step starts to slide on you a little bit before your feet go out from under you. And as you start to catch yourself on the second one, another ball bearing right underneath there, and feet out from underneath you, square on your back, down.
So many. Oh.
Momentarily, the half of the tavern comes to a stop. Those that weren't watching the fight just kind of turn around and look at you once again on your back.
I'm gonna get up and
They're going to shake their heads.
Oh, too many L's. Too many L's.
Amrook will quickly go over to help him up, and I'll lean in real close, and I'll say, "Don't ever fucking touch my ale again." And I'll help him the rest of the way up and just walk back towards the table.
Fair point. Fair enough. Griswold, I'll check that. I'll remember that. Cool. Yeah, and Griswold's gonna go back to the inn. Too many ales. Too many ales, and I'm gonna head back to the inn.
Best platinum I've ever spent.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that 20,
Yeah. You gotta got shafted, Evan.
I 100% did. That was. Yeah.
I mean, at this
Anything
point,
else you guys want to do while you're in the tavern?
Ball bearings should be a nat 20 for me every time, right?
Yeah, you're getting pretty damn good at it. You're well trained. In fact, if I forget, start rolling with advantage because you're pretty well trained at this point.
Oh shit.
Fuck, man. You know he's only gonna use those against me.
Perhaps he decides to start using them within battles.
Bullshit.
So, I'm giving it as a group, it's entirely beneficial for you. I just gave one of your party members advantage with a ball bearing attack.
That's true.
You
He's
forget I
still
have
gonna
like
use them
100 of them.
I love it.
You just got them on retainer at different, on layaway at different sports at this point, just picking up crates of them if you need them.
The battlefield is gonna get real dicey real quick.
After Warwick gets his escapade,
Yep.
he's gonna leave. If there's like a side door or a back door or something like that, he's gonna leave and he's gonna head back to the inn.
Didn't you enter the back door already?
I don't get to tell. Warwick doesn't get to tell.
Warwick, you let's see here. You were extremely impressed. Exceeded any expectations where that bar was. The bar was set.
Fucking right, I was.
There were some skills on that bar made. Let's put it that way.
Oh man.
Wait, was there a performance check? I didn't even see it.
Oh no, I was
No,
impressed.
I rolled separately here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna say she nat 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
The riding, nice. I like it.
Warwick's sleeping in
action.
tomorrow. Let's just put it that way.
Little cougar action.
My hips hurt. Everything hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the I don't even know where I'm at this point. I'm gonna head back to the hotel. And I'm gonna see if Caldrum's awake.
Yeah, he's awake. He only needs 4 hours of sleep, so he's awake.
Sweet. Well, we can play that out in a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go back and see if Caldrum's awake.
Yeah, I have one thing that I want to do before bed, real quick.
We'll pause there momentarily. Grizz, you're working your way back. Let me finish up anyone in the tavern and what else you guys want to do. Is there anything else anyone in the fight club here wants to accomplish in that area? You guys are still drinking with Osug at the moment. Still lots of people around, conversation. You just picked up your ball bearings, Reed. So kind of picking up momentarily from that point.
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
All right.
Unless Althea wants to
Althea,
jump
I'll
in the
assume
ring.
you and
She wants to jump in the ball pit.
Yeah.
All the balls.
take that as a no.
Big win.
All right. So you guys start making your way back. Grizz still a little bit ahead of you. Grizz, what did you want to do before we come back to Warwick and Galdrim?
Yeah, with his last bit of magic here, Grizz is going to go up to his room, not thinking he's going to be able to summon Frank. He's going to try to help him out again. He kind of kneels down in that prayer style, shield in front of him, showing his holy symbol, and you see it light up blue. And I'm gonna cast my last bit, and whatever's going on, Frank, I hope this helps. I hope to see you soon, and I'm gonna try to help him.
Frank's and doggy habits.
Wow, that's rude. That's rude.
Except
All right.
tigers are cats.
You
but-
hear
I think that was the point.
you hear a noise, a disturbance, getting louder and louder outside the room. And then you hear a drunk kind of mumble to himself and keep walking. The noise slowly fades away again. Nothing happens.
How pissed are you going to be when we show back up to fight Nasana and she has Frank?
I would shit.
Like her best
I would
friend.
so shit.
Frank's
It'd be
like,
cool, though.
you made me touch that flame. I hate you now.
I didn't make him touch
shit.
it.
Oh shit!
Just saying.
Wait. What happened to Frank?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Rusty, I forgot you didn't know.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, BT Dubs. Frank is Frank's
Wait.
gone.
Frank's
He's-
MIA.
Frank, so
Wait, Rusty, have you been gone that long?
Yes.
I apparently.
Holy hell!
we went to Wave Echo Cave and we were trying to figure out what's going on with the fountain.
Oh no. Okay, I was there for that. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. Okay. I assume I think that might have been like one of my last sessions, but
Oh my gosh.
I forgot that Frank was gone.
Yep, Frank's gone.
And so last session, 3 weeks ago, Grizz tried to contact him, and he felt a little something that felt like pain from Frank's part, and so he's been trying to assist him in whatever's going on.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. And
Alright.
Griswold's gonna go to bed.
Cry himself to
Okay.
sleep.
Warwick, you meeting with Caldrum?
Knock on the door. Hey, Calvin, you up? You got a second?
The door opens up, but Caldrum is like sitting on the bed, kind of in a prayer. Just thaumaturgy the door open.
Dude, if you're not
And-
naked, I'm gonna be a little upset.
No, I'm not naked.
Well, there goes my
He
plan.
kind of he blinks out of his meditation and Warwick, what's up? Everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Do we need healing? Is everybody alive?
Please
you
convince
might-
him that Grizz is possessed.
You might need to heal Grizz. I don't know what happened, but here's what went down, right? So Grizz and Amrook got into a fight, right? So they were fighting these two other guys, another Goliath and another dwarf. I don't know what happened. Grizz started like getting the shit beat out of him. Then he turned all white. I thought he was going to turn on Amrook for a second. I think he might be possessed. Like I don't think that intervention worked.
No, I don't know. I don't know what else.
But
I don't know. I don't think he is. I don't think he might be. I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe I. You know what? I only did one exorcism before, so I don't know. Maybe.
we'll figure it out. I mean, everybody won some pretty good coinage because at the end of the day, Amrook and Grizz ended up winning their fight, which was great. Amrook destroyed while Grizz hit like a wet noodle, but that's beside the point. Outside of that,
You know what? You know
yeah.
what? I gave those bracers back to him.
Maybe they're a cursed object.
Maybe they're cursed.
The gauntlets are cursed. That would be fucking epic.
That's awesome. Out of character. That's
Secretly,
great. Yeah.
Garrett's been rolling like Bane, like a D4 to reduce every attack on whoever wears those gauntlets.
That's fantastic. Yeah, no, outside of that, you know, normal stuff happened, you know, when you go to a bar and win things and win prizes and, you know, people get you a barmaid. That's beside the point. What I wanted to ask you about is
Are you okay?
I might need a medicine check tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
All right.
You just see him probably scoot a little bit farther away from me.
You seem scratching more than usual.
Little bumps. Hey,
do I notice any funky smells coming from him?
Very sweaty. I'll give you that. But other than that, nothing to be concerned about.
You know what? Just in case, I'm just gonna reach out, put my hand on his shoulder, and you're gonna feel like some energy go through. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him, second level, just in case if there's any kind of disease or anything.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Just in case. I like it.
Just in case.
I get regular checkups, but thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, so on a more serious note, you know, so I was talking to Phive and I got really curious about holy symbols. So you have a holy symbol, right?
Yeah, I do.
And how did you pick that symbol? Like, is it just something that meant something to you, or does it have to be blessed? Like, how does that work out?
Yeah, it has to be blessed, and it has to be, you know, it's a symbol of Mystra. Hers is of a half crescent or a crescent moon with some stars, and you know, other deities have other symbols. Like one is a gauntlet, like a closed gauntlet, and Tamora is a coin. It's all kind of part of the dogma of the deity that you kind of choose, but there's no written rule that it has to be that symbol for that deity. It's kind of that's the norm.
Okay. Interesting. So it doesn't have to be that, but if it was something that maybe meant was very special to me, right? That could be my holy symbol of sorts. Now, are these symbols magical? Like if you know you have your holy symbol and Severin had his, you know, if somebody were to cast like detect magic or whatever, you know, is it magical to where it would like light up? You'd be able to tell, you know, that it's holy, or is it just like your symbol?
No, it's not. They're not magical by means by the standard definition. They hold. They're kind of personal. They hold meaning to you. I wouldn't say they're magical though.
So, in
they're a symbol.
If we were to if a holy symbol were to be replicated, like for example, if you wanted to have somebody replicate whatever your holy symbol is, would you be able to tell the difference of which symbol is yours versus which one was replicated?
Maybe under some scrutiny and some inspection, probably.
As in, if yours might have, maybe some wear and tear on it because you've had it with you all these years. Is that kind of what you mean? Under scrutiny?
That uh, it's kind of a fine line. It's a gray area. They're not magical, but you can get a divine sense on on a on a on a piece, on an artifact, uh, on a symbol. It's not magical by definition, but there's some divinity, spiritual connection there. Like I don't think if I would cast detect magic, you probably would not find any remnants of magic on a use holy item.
Okay. I think this
But
is
most priests, most clerics have a sense if something is divine or not.
if a piece was replicated and then blessed, would it then become somewhat divine and or a holy symbol?
Not necessarily. It would have to be blessed by a priest of that deity. I could not bless a spirit of Tamora, or a symbol of Tamora, or a symbol of Helm, or a symbol of whoever. I could only bless an item for Mishra.
Okay.
Matt, can I ask why?
Not right now, but tomorrow, yes. There's
Well, let me ask this: does this item need to be blessed, or just appear to be blessed?
it would need to appear to be blessed.
That I might be able to help you with.
Okay. So, without getting too much into detail, because I worry about who might be listening, or who might be spying. Um, I'm gonna have a talk with you in the group tomorrow morning about a few things, and I'm probably
Sounds
gonna need your help.
That sounds fair.
Perfect. All right, Calvin.
Or is Amrook and Griswold back? I should probably tend to them, make sure that
I'm pretty sure Amber did get hit, to be completely fair. Griswold took a few punches and then fell flat on his ass. May have been drunk, may have been ball bearings. I don't know, but he fell on his ass pretty hard. Outside of that, he might have a black eye, but that's the extent of it.
Yeah, make sure there's no broken orbital bone there or anything.
Yeah.
Griswold came back with a black guy?
Yes. I got a bargain. You gave him a black guy.
Plot twist. Plot twist.
I like it. Yes. Yes. It's giant size for a giant. Chamb3r, well then, I appreciate it. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm gonna leave the room, go back to mine.
Alright, I'll go find these two yahoos and make sure everybody's okay.
All right. You guys want to take a quick bio break at this point? Get a quick
give a
10
quick
minutes
heal,
in?
just a quick heal, just to make sure there's no broken bones or anything.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's good.
Yeah, let's hit a quick bio break real quick, and then we'll come back and pick up there.
All right.
All right. Catch everyone in 10 minutes.
Clear.
All right, and we are back. We are going to assume is there anything else anyone wants to do before the long rests? I know a couple of you already said it, but anything anybody wanted to accomplish before they went to bed?
Nope.
All right, let's go ahead and long rest it. You guys wake up first thing in the morning, come downstairs for a delicious little breakfast. You find a Sug waiting for you, all decked out,
Is there
anxiously await.
any way I can kind of get to everybody before he arrives?
Yeah, if you want to, before you guys head downstairs. I mean, he's hanging out downstairs in the cavern for breakfast. So, I mean, you can kind of see it and duck back upstairs and hold everyone back if you want.
You all
Yeah, if I-
also get 11 temporary hit points. Asug and I do not.
By the way, I am adding these each time that you.
That's what I was hoping for. We
You,
gotta have a stats chat soon.
Oh man, are we overdue for a
I don't have
stats chat?
I don't have them. I don't have them in yet, but
No worries.
next battle will. That's already.
it.
Already in there.
That's
Yeah.
already 132 healing.
Mhm.
And this session and last session.
I'm gonna say from here on out, I cast it every morning.
Every day.
Noted.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to if I can get everybody before they head downstairs, and then get them into I don't know, somebody's room, Calder's room, my room, somebody's room. Just get everybody gathered together.
Okay.
It will be your 80.
Yep, you guys all gather together in the room then. Everyone a little groggy, waking up a hair. Wondering if you're here to tell a tale about how your night last night went. So you don't have their attention too much.
I will start off with that, and I will Amrook, thank you. Although she was old, she rocked my world last night. And then I came back, and Caldrum healed me up just in case I contracted anything from said barmaiden. So thank you. It was great. She even took out her little teethies. You know what I'm saying?
Oof. She wasn't that old, but all right.
I mean, you never know. I'm sure at this point they don't like take really good stuff, so I was just kind of going with that. But anyways, on a more serious note, hey Reed, if you wouldn't mind, could you light that lantern?
I have it. I'll light it.
Oh yeah. And then if you Griswold, if you also wouldn't mind, if you could cast Zone of Truth, please. It's intervention time. No, I'm just kidding. If you could though cast Zone of Truth, that'd be great, because we got some hard shit to talk about.
I'll look at the rest of the group. Okay, that's.
Is this
I know it's
about,
morning, but put that away.
Is this about Griswold's exorcism?
I'm gonna lay out Severan's holy symbol and say yes, it is. Just kidding. No, so I'm gonna lay out. I forget what I told her I was gonna give her.
I could tell if who fails and who doesn't. I mean, that's kind of the thing.
I choose to fail.
Yeah. Are you choosing to fail?
I do not want to fail. I will. Or no, hold on. Yeah, if I fail, you can tell, right?
Yes. If you fail, I can tell if you can lie or not.
Yep. I will purposely fail.
Go ahead, everyone that doesn't want to purposely fail, make a charisma saving throw.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. You
I mean,
Grizz, only you know that Reed can lie. He's not forced to tell the truth.
you know what? I'm gonna fail it. Ignore my roll. I'm gonna fail it.
The sneaky
All right.
boys are.
Althea
sneaky.
and Reed can both lie. They are not forced to tell the truth.
But we don't know that.
Only Grizz does.
Only Griswold does, unless he chooses to tell people.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the group. If we're laying everything out on the table, and I'm gonna who else has chosen to? Well, Amrook didn't roll. Everyone
Amrook
else.
and Caldrum chose to lose.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I can't lie.
All right, Rusty can't lie because he fucking failed.
Yeah,
Siddle
I
can't
was
lie.
interpreting that the wrong way anyway. I don't have any need to lie, so
So
Alright.
yeah, the
So Rusty
only
chose
two
to fail too.
the only two people that can
Siddle.
technically lie here are Reed and Althea.
You really think I would lie?
You know,
I am not saying that either of you will. I know who can tell the truth and who can't, and who does not have to.
I don't say much anyway, so.
That is very true.
The only person I've lied with is your mother.
eh,
Oh,
Throwback.
you and Carl are Eskimo brothers. I like it. Fucking right. Gee, I can't find the message you and I had going back and forth about what I offered her in exchange. I know it was the plans for Wave Echo Cave.
Yep.
She needed the fallen, the symbol, holy symbol of a fallen priest. I just searched back in my messages and I couldn't find it. Either way,
I'll
so
look while you're talking here. I'm pretty sure you offered the plans for the book, and you're right. What the hell was it?
Plans for Wave Echo Cave for the book, My Blood and Siddle's Blood, and she wanted
That's right.
the holy symbol of a fallen priest in exchange, and it was an even trade. That's what it was. So I'm gonna lay Severan's holy symbol on a table, and then I'm gonna pull out the plans to Wave Echo Cave, and I'm gonna be like, all right, so time to come clean. Obviously, whenever we fought Nisana, I made a deal with her to help save the party, and that's true. I did. She has asked a lot of me since then, and now I think it's time for us to probably put an end to it because she's asking for some pretty crazy shit. So I went ahead and I made her an offer. I whenever we went to the Wave Echo Cave and we started talking to that very talkative dwarf guy, he pulled out all those plans and everything like that. I copied them all, and I'll show you guys all the plans. Now what I did is I changed up those plans, and I'm looking around. They had the lantern lit, so there's no like orbs or anything glowing around, right?
Nope, it is clear in the room.
So I made her an offer that I would give her the plans, the full plans to Wave Echo Cave in exchange for that book, My Blood, and Siddle's Blood.
Didn't she already take some of mine?
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to get it back.
I'm trying to get it back. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Because she's part of Kraken Society and she's somehow involved in all of this. So I made her that offer, and she came back with a counter saying that what she would also need is the symbol of a fallen priest. That's why I was so intrigued by Severan's symbol. Caldrum, that's why I was asking you about what we could do to potentially forge another one and make a replica. Bless you.
Hail Satan.
I don't
Thank you.
necessarily for Severan's symbol if I don't have to. So I've asked around. There is a worker in town that I can have replicate this symbol, but I don't want to offer this to her and her know it's a thing. So
I can do something, but it only lasts. It's temporarily.
Okay. How long are we talking?
24 hours.
We can make that work. We can make it work.
How confident are you in your alterations to the plans?
Fairly, I mean, well, I'm fairly confident. Whenever I don't know if I have to roll anything for that, but basically, whenever I copied down those plans, I didn't copy them exact. I changed around several pieces here and there, and I'm sure there's different entrances that those plans talked about that I left off completely, or where the sacred flame is located, that's now in a different location, things like that.
How confident are you that she doesn't already know the layout to Wave Echo Cave?
I'm not. My plan is this. I don't just want to offer her these items and let her walk away. I want to make an offer and I'll take her down.
I guess my worry is that she already knows the layout and she's checking to make sure you're telling her the truth.
She might.
That might be a gamble that's worth it, though.
So
I mean, we've already taken that gamble essentially.
yeah, my thought was this. So as part of my request, it wasn't that she could send Hans or whoever else, one of her minions, to make this trade. She has to be there physically, me and her.
Who the fuck is Hans?
It wasn't Hans that guy.
He was.
Oh yeah, you weren't here.
Amrook didn't know him. He wasn't there at the time. He wasn't with the party.
Oh yeah. Quick backstory: Hans works for Nasana, and as soon as we saw him in an alley, Caldron banished him. It was fantastic. And then we got to do a little scuffle. And then Hans scampered away. He was hurt. It was interesting.
Few words were exchanged.
Few words. You would have been proud, Amber. Just know that you would have been very.
All right.
Yeah. So, she agreed that she would show up for this trade. Now, I guess from you guys, I want to take her down. I want to get that book back to Siddle. I want to get the blood back because I'm concerned of what could be done with some type of blood magic. Now, for all I know, she's going to keep some of the blood. I don't know, but I at least want whatever she has left back.
The blood's a lost cause.
Probably.
It doesn't matter if we get that back. The only thing that really matters is the book.
Alright, what does it matter about the blood if we take her out as your plan implies?
Well, that's the second part of it. Because it doesn't end with her. So after I made that deal with her, somebody above her started contacting me as well. His name is Osmer.
Oh.
Yeah. Now,
His name is what?
Osmeroth. O-Z.
Hold on.
I don't know how to spell that. Osmer. Hold on. I think it's Oz. Osmer. O-Z. M-U-R-O-T-H.
O-Z.
M-U-R-O-Osmor. Something like that. So he's involved in this as well.
And you think this Osmeroth Nasana reports to him, or you just think he's more powerful than her?
Both. I don't know much about him, but I do know that when we were fighting the Bahirs, he's the one who brought me back to life twice.
Does the name ring a bell, Osmeroth, as far as any religious figure or historical giants or anything like that?
Give me a.
I'm asking that to the group, but I can also do
Oh, sorry.
Can I do a check for that one?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check on that one.
Nice. Good shit.
Well, I gotta come down and see the rolls. The name itself sounds familiar to you, but nothing that you can recall. That's Siddle and Caldrum. Both of you are stumped at this time, although something tickles at your mind that you can't quite put a finger on.
I can't I can't put my finger on it. I am going to right away using my researcher background, where would I go to get that information?
That's good. That's nice.
All right. Help me out here real quick, since I'm still not versed on the researcher background. What does that give you? Researcher background 5e.
I put it.
You know where
I put
to find it.
It's in the chat.
Sorry, chat's not coming up for me yet.
Well, I guess when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it.
Yeah.
Got it. That's right.
Often, not like exact.
Not
right?
always.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Right. But
And I'm pouting in the corner out of jealousy.
A couple things come to you, Caldrum, that you don't know the name, but you kind of recognize it. You
Going to Candlekeep.
We should have gone.
Candlekeep does seem to be one of the ways that you can find an answer to that. Silvery Moon also comes to mind. The university there, for some reason, you're drawn to that. And those are probably the best bets. Yeah.
Yeah. So with
You pissed him off. He's just gone.
no, he's
Wow, he's going now. He's leaving tonight.
He went to Silvery Moon.
Griswold's gonna. I'm gonna look at Warwick. And
He said, "Hold on." Okay, we're good. We're G.
I'm gonna look at Warwick. Griswold.
All right, I'm sorry. I totally missed everything that you said because my Discord decided to take a crap right at the most inopportune time.
No, I said that you Silvery Moon or Candlekeep, one of those would be best, and then you went. Then we assumed you were on your way already.
Yeah, I'm on. Go ahead.
To Candlekeep we go.
There, yeah, you recognize the Candlekeep would be a source of information for this. You do also Silvery Moon calls to you, particularly your father. Kind of is for some reason comes to your mind. And yeah, that's we'll start with that.
As soon as that thought comes into my head, I pause Warwick for 1 minute, and I'm going to cast Sending.
Hey, Daddy! Oh, Daddy!
Oh, Papa Bear.
Sweetness, I need your help.
Okay.
Hi, Father. Came across a name. Oz? What was it? Ozma?
Ultra.
That. Has part of Kraken Society has possibly has Siddle, what was your father's, what was your not your father but your grandfather's name, or great grandfather's name?
Oh my gosh.
Bojento.
Bull.
Oh,
Yeah,
gentle.
Bojento.
Bojento. Possibly
Bohentel?
has
Bojento.
Bojentle's book. What do you know of him?
Love you.
Love ya.
Nice. So is he sending that? I'm assuming you would have probably told us that maybe Silvery Moon or Candlekeep, there's potentially information. I'll say, I do know of somebody in Candlekeep if we end up traveling down there. Our friend Felgolo gave me a name, so could potentially get us there. But
Whoa.
yeah.
All right, give me one quick second while I'm crafting a good background or a good response here. Wasn't expecting it, but you can continue while I'm preparing here.
You can see Griswold's real, like, suspicious, angry, but also like you lied to the group, but it's a way to kill the Kraken Society. You seem sneaky. You've done some stuff in the past that we didn't know about, but
You guys
it's a way to
have questions that I have truthfully answered every single time.
Hey, I get it. But when you say you're coming clean, it means that it seems that you've been hiding something. But nonetheless, Warwick, how do we know that you don't want to kill the party?
I don't.
Kill us.
And what deal did you make with this Osmaroth to bring you back to life?
That I would owe him a favor, and he didn't tell me what it would be.
Does he have the power to reverse that decision?
Maybe. And that means that now my life is on the line. So once again, give you guys the information that you need to hopefully stop all this madness. And I'm telling the truth because I purposely failed. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You don't want to kill the party. That's a plus.
Yeah. But anyways, Osmaroth contacted me as recently as yesterday, day before, within the last couple of days, asking me where we would be going next. Luckily enough, surprisingly enough, if you guys remember, I was very curious about that estate because I just like to have some real estate in my name. I heard his voice saying that the estate would be mine. All I needed to do was tell him where we would be going next. So pieces are starting to fall into place. Nasana's involved. Osmaroth is involved as well at a much deeper level. We know that the primordial flame has been taken from Gauntlgrim, likely going to the fire giants. Somehow all of this is intertwined. I guess I'm asking you guys, how do we start with Nasana and work our way up?
How pissed is Osmaroth going to be when we kill her?
I don't know.
Notice I said when, Grizz.
So my next when I responded back to him, I told him that I didn't know, but that him and I need to meet. My whole point of meeting him is to gather as much information about him and whoever he reports to, which I assume is the big bad, whoever that may be.
I think we need to go to Silvery Moon.
Okay. Now, I would say this lantern that we have, anytime we're talking about any of this information, definitely needs to be lit because they're likely scrying on me at any point in time. That's why I bought this amulet, to keep them from scrying on me, which they probably know of now.
But they can scry on any one of us.
They can.
Yeah.
They can. So, I guess first things first is I need to meet with Osmaroth and find out as much as I can. Now, my plan with him is to just...
I don't know how easy that's going to be.
He is very much open to it and told me he would.
This is so strange.
I know.
My father says he is familiar with Osmeroth, but it's a work of fiction. He's not real.
Interesting. Is it
But-
like a like
But
a tale?
he was a creation of. He kind of look at Siddle. He was kind of a creation of Bowgentle.
My God, Siddle's gonna be the big bad.
I hope so.
That's awesome.
That's certainly interesting.
So I would.
Apparently, Siddle, your ancestor, starting to lose his faculties, and who knows what that a spellcaster like with his power and him going a little wonky. This is. Yeah, I think we need to get to Silvery Moon and get some answers. I can get us there right now.
Let's go.
Has
We got a friend
Osmeroth,
waiting for us downstairs, though.
what are
Oh,
we?
yeah.
Has Osmeroth ever asked you to do anything or made any advances as if he were detained in some sort of way?
As if he were detained.
Yes.
Not that I know of. No, not. I mean, any conversation he's had with me has been pretty straightforward and to a point. He revived me and said, the first time he revived me was just like that. It was instantaneous, and I quickly fell again to that Bahir, and he kind of chewed into me a little bit and said, I'm going to revive you a second time, but now you owe me. So, detained? No. I mean, to me, it seemed like he, had power beyond that of most of us.
Right, but if he were somehow in another realm or something, but could still reach out to you, but can't quite get here to take over.
To be honest with you, no. That's why I want to meet with him and try and find out as much as I possibly can. Because as of right now, he thinks that I owe him, and I'm going to do whatever I can. Otherwise, I assume he's going to kill me.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
You think I'm evil?
Just in general. Just in general.
Oh, Rusty, you weren't.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ryan, you guys weren't privy to this information because I just saw it on my notes. Old Gnawbones is dead.
Oh.
The green,
Yep.
green
You
dragon
sense nothing,
that we,
Grizz.
the green dragon that we gave
Alright, go ahead.
the piece of the Vonodod to. Fire giants killed him.
Oh, actually, thanks for bringing that up. So,
Great.
with Caldrum telling Siddle that, or reminding all of us, with the fire giants, killing Gnawbone, having a piece of the Vonodod, it leads me to further believe that they're working with the Drow and have somehow taken Megira and are going to reignite Iron Slag to continue this battle for supremacy.
We're splitting the party.
Fuck that.
5 doors.
Yes.
5 doors all at once.
All
Yeah.
5 doors at once.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. But I can't stall for too much longer in terms of getting answers back. I was able to talk to Severin last night. I was very truthful with him. I was able to procure his holy symbol because he is a fallen priest. I've also prayed to Tamora for her guidance. And as soon as I prayed to her, the Baron showed up. So this whole religious thing is maybe starting to work. So I think first things first, we gotta get the Silvery Moon and find some more answers, but we gotta figure out how we're gonna take out Nasana. That deal is ready. She knows that I have everything that she wants, and it sounds like that book may give us some more information on Osmaroth as well.
Should we also reach out to Gundren in case we fail?
We won't fail.
We won't.
I'm just gonna
Someone's gonna die.
I'm gonna give Reed a little look. I'm not gonna say anything. Just gonna give him a little look. Nod a little bit.
I give him a nod back.
Caldrum, how do you Mathana said she'd meet me whenever. Is Silvery Moon a bad place to tell her to meet?
Yeah, I mean her. I don't bring her into Silvery Moon.
Okay. So once we get to Silvery Moon, I think we need to start brainstorming on.
Do you know if she's still up there at Luskin area?
Oh, Luster?
I don't know. We can certainly travel up that way. Is Luskin near Gonkelgrim? Gonkelgrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's on the other side of the woods up north.
Since I technically know Natana and she knows that there's a trade to be had, I could tell her that if she wants to kill two birds with one stone, let's make the trade and I'll bring the group, and we just need to be prepared for a fight. I'll act like I'm leading you guys into a trap.
Yeah, we let ourselves into this same one not so long ago.
Yeah.
Yes, but at least this time we know the battlefield.
And I mean, we might be able to pull a few friends to help. I don't know if Adrin's available, and we can certainly call Harsnag.
Speaking of friends, we have a friend downstairs probably waiting for us. Hopefully waiting for us.
Probably. Anyways, I just wanted to get this in front of you guys because Osmaroth definitely wants to know where we're going next, and Nasana wants to make that trade. So if we're going to go to Silvery Moon, should I tell Osmaroth we're going to Silvery Moon? My only thing is if I don't tell him, a general sense of unease.
I don't know if
Sorry,
you should tell him
that
that's,
was
I don't
separate.
think that's. You should tell him that's where we're headed.
You don't. I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
I said I don't think you should tell him that's where we're headed.
Okay.
But if somebody has, yeah.
How about I'm just not going to reply back to him or respond?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
If that's the case, then if I have to make something up, I'll make something up. But my concern is that he can scry at any time.
Yeah, as long as you can get us there quickly.
Yeah.
Kaldrum, I don't think it'll be an issue if he doesn't respond right now.
Yeah. So I would say this: let's get to Silvery Moon as quick as we possibly can. Figure out more about Osmaroth. And then next plan of action is figuring out how we're going to get back to Nisana and get this book back. Again, I could pretend to lead the group into a trap, but it's up to you guys.
Let's see what we can find out about him first.
Okay.
And then
Let's get Nestor to send the Griffins to Silvery Moon.
I think he's going to teleport.
Hold on. Let's hold on to
Well,
that
no.
too.
Well,
in case we need to go somewhere. In case we need to go somewhere else.
Okay, fair. Okay, understood.
Griswold just wants to ride a fucking griffin.
I mean,
Didn't you ride a
because
griffin
he's-
last night? I'm pretty sure.
now she would
It's because he sent Frank to another dimension.
that looks it. Frank's coming back, Pegasus. I'm excited.
Frank's not coming back.
Frank ain't coming back. gonna be
Evan is upset. Not only Griswold, Evan is upset about Frank.
Yeah. So with that being said, I will.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna. Last thing I'll ask Cadram. I'm gonna pick up Severan's holy symbol, and I'll say, look, this is Severan's holy symbol. My plan was to go to this iron worker, have them reforge a replica. I'll pay whatever amount it takes to get as precise as possible, and then if it could be blessed to make it seem like it's a holy symbol. I don't know if it's going to do anything for her. I don't know if it's going to, gunk up her plan, but anything that I can do to slow her down.
Okay.
I must say, Griswold's eyes light up a whitish color, and you've seen him do this before, like he's detecting something. I can't get a sense of fiend or undead. Something's not right, though. And I look around, and I don't know who or what it is, but I look at Warwick. If you've been touched by this Osmaroth or whatever it is, I don't know. Something's not right, and I can't put my hands on it right now. But we must be careful.
Show us on Grizz where he touched you.
I'm gonna start slowly putting my hands down to my groin area and be like, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. Thank you, Bobby. Out of character, like the general sense that Griswold is getting right now. I mean, we can like the lantern's lit, so we can see that people aren't scrying. But is this like something has now happened that he's getting a general sense of ease or unease, or like why is he now all of a sudden feeling something? Like, did something happen?
Grizz is just a worry ward, I guess.
Hey, Grizz, why are you all of a sudden worried? You weren't worried 5 minutes ago. Now you are.
Because I just cast Divine Sense, jackass.
Well, when you originally cast it, I thought it was you don't sense anything.
You were talking the whole time.
Oh, so it wasn't that you don't feel anything; it's that you generally do have a sense of unease. Got it.
When I cast it, yes.
You know that.
I'm basically saying that if this guy has marked you in some sense, which is a wild guess, it could be that he has his tentacles in you, or he has something on you.
Put his
but it
tentacles
might
in
not.
you?
This is really getting into a pornographic.
Little hentai.
Yeah.
I
Not a
wonder.
sponsor yet.
I don't think that's the way that works.
What porn?
Does it work that way? Oh, okay. My bad.
I mean, I wonder if maybe it has to do with Nasana having blood.
Maybe, I don't know. It could be any of us. It could. I don't know. I can't tell where or who it's from, but something isn't right.
Well, I'd say if we're all good, let's go meet our friend downstairs, and if we're gonna have any other conversations about this, let's just make sure that lantern's lit.
You need to stop by somewhere and get your holy symbol replicated.
Yeah, I was gonna do that on the way out, I guess, right before we leave. Actually, what I'll do is I will, as you guys are talking to your friend, I'm gonna go to this metal worker and see if there's something, if he can create some type of replica. Or would there be some type of iron worker in Silvery Moon? That way I don't hold us up here.
Probably. Silvery Moon's a pretty big city.
But I'll just do that.
And you're familiar with it enough, Caldrum, that you would know that there are several options there. In fact, in your opinion, more talented. You have a higher degree of regard for the workers there.
Keldrum, can you get adamantium Silvery Moon?
I doubt that. I mean, there might be some place that has it, but good luck trying to find it.
Okay.
And with that, I'll roll up the plans to Wave Echo Cave, and I'll put the holy symbol. I'll put it in my pocket for now.
Okay.
When the rest of you guys all go downstairs, Amrook, me and Grizz will be down in like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, you will.
You need a little privacy, I understand.
A little bit.
All right.
And with that, I'll pick up on that cue and I'll head downstairs.
Same.
Okay. Leaving them above, you guys all head downstairs.
I'll leave them a bottle.
One more thing before I close the door. We picked up another party member, Ozog. He's a part Minotaur, part ogre or something, I don't know. Can he travel with us, or do I need to send him somewhere else? He's now employed by us.
I mean, has he gone through the proper channels? I mean, is there an interview process?
This is his interview process. I'm going to make it clear to him what he's getting into, and we'll see what happens.
You know what,
Trust him?
We'll figure that out.
You know what I wouldn't mind, and this is up to you guys. D-Shags is up in Gonalgrim, scouting around, trying to figure some stuff out. If we want to put this guy to work, we can send him up that way. Or we can have him travel with us. Depends on how much we trust him.
I have one focus, and that's to kill that bitch that we met long ago.
Hey, Riz is like tough shit right now. I like it. It's like we roll.
You talking about Lineen?
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Wow.
no, not Lineen. That's my sweetheart. She
I'll
might not love me, but I love her. I'm just kidding. I'm a Lady Italia guy here, so you know, that's my. That's
more
my
of a
lady.
I thought you were
Sharwin kinda
talking
guy.
about Sharwin. Oh, Sharwin. I thought you were talking about Sister Garael. My bad.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I
look back
liked
at
her
it.
too.
Okay. If you want a true test of somebody's character, put him around D-Shaggins for a little bit.
I don't mind the idea, but you ever hear that saying about you keeping your friends close and your enemies closer? I'd rather him stick close to us and see what's going on, and then
Yeah.
if he works out, great. If he doesn't, we at least know where he's at.
If he doesn't, we kill him.
There's no time for treachery. He dies if he betrays us.
Fun, Chris.
I'll talk to him separately, and I'll just close the door and walk away on that note.
Hey, we're like kind of like pseudo sliding into endgame. We don't have time for betrayal. I'll cut his fucking head off.
Are you guys having this conversation on the stairs as you're heading downstairs?
No, this was before because Caldrum and Grizz wanted to stay in the room for an extra minute, so it was like
Okay.
started to close the door and then said, "Oh, one more thing," and then now I'm just like, Grizz, all right, and I'll just.
I'm
close
just
the
kidding.
door
I
and
wouldn't
walk
cut his head off.
backwards with my hands showing.
I wouldn't cut his head off. I'm just kidding.
No, Grizz screamed it, so this guy totally heard.
And then as I go downstairs, I'll just explain to him what he's getting into and that, this is life or death. And if that's not his path, walk away this morning. If it is, he travels with us.
I love it. And I'm going to teach him Abyssal. I'm just letting all of you know there's going to be intelligence checks. I'm teaching. We're picking up on this. We're going to have full conversations in Minotaur the entire time.
All right. So you guys heading downstairs while Grizz and Caldrum talk then?
Yeah. Hopefully this won't take too long.
All right.
All right,
Go
Grizz.
for it.
I don't know
We'll
if
cover that first.
I don't know if this is gonna help you or not. but I'm hoping maybe I can help you with Frank. And I'm not going by the true definition of the spell,
Oh shit!
but I'm gonna hopefully maybe, I don't know, help you somehow with Frank. And I'm going to cast ceremony, and kind of, I guess, maybe the atonement part, even though I know you're not out of sorts with your god, but I'm hoping maybe it can aid you in some way as you summon Frank.
Hot damn.
So I kind of scatter some silver around and pray to Mystra for a minute, or no, no. Oh shit! It's gonna take an hour. It'll take an hour.
All right.
Emerald will be done in an hour.
Instantaneous.
Come back, their hair's gonna be on.
All right. You're still gonna go through with it though?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then while you're doing that, the rest of you guys head downstairs. You see Asug. Looks like he finished a meal in front of him. He's anxious, ambitious. Stands up whenever you guys are. Gives you a kind of proper, not a full salute, but a proper respect. Yeah, bright and early, as expected. The bartender's going to say, "Been here for 3 hours."
I'll put 5 gold on the bar there and say, "Hey, thank you for taking care of our friend." And then I'll walk over to the Minotaur.
Better.
My friend, have you ever heard of the Phandalin Phive?
Absolutely. How could one not?
Well, I don't know if you realize or not, but that's who you signed up with last night, and I just want to make sure, if it wasn't clear, what you're getting into is life or death.
And he was very confident right up until he said life or death. What am I getting into exactly?
I can't give you details, but I can tell you we'll take care of you, and you will have redemption as long as you serve your time with us.
Redemption is what I need. It will not fail another employer. My last was quite fond of you, spoke highly. I will do what I can, and my life is yours.
All right, then you follow us. I'll make sure you get your share, and even if that comes out of mine instead of everyone else's, and never lie to us.
And as I hear him say this, I'm going to pull out a little dagger, and I'm going to pull out a roll of parchment. I'm going to lay it on the table and say, "Now sign in blood."
Touche.
He's gonna pause now here.
I'm gonna come up, slide that back towards Warwick, and say, "Just watch out for that one."
And the big one, he's gonna try and convince you of things. Just be careful.
Like, oh no, I'm just kidding. Actually, your true initiation is when you meet D. Shaggins. But we'll tell you all about it. I'll just give him a little wink.
And he's gonna bit of sigh of relief. I would have done so if I needed to. Thank you.
In that case.
What does it take to become a member of the Phandalin Phive? Am I one now? How does one do this?
Let's just say you're on probation, and you do what we say, and like I said, don't lie to us, and we'll see what happens.
And I'm gonna step forward and say, well, as you'll notice, there's more than 5 of us too, so we've certainly picked up plenty of folks along the way.
So I see. That makes sense.
And we might call you Drew.
I'm now visibly concerned and thrown off. All right. You can call me a Sug. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with whatever I fucking say. I thought we discussed this already.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wow.
Yes, Master Admiral.
And I'm gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna pull out like an old shirt or a cloak or something like that. And I'm gonna pull out my little quill and I'm gonna write recruit on the back of it. And I'm gonna say,
Proby.
Andy, you have to wear this. I'm gonna toss it to him.
And he's gonna begrudgingly put it on, just shake his head. What have I gotten myself into again?
And in his mind,
It would have been better if you had a cloak that was like kind of ripped. You'd have prestidigitation, some blood, and it had droop on it, and say, "This is yours." A little much. Just kidding. Just kidding.
And as he says, "What have I got myself into?" to himself, he's just gonna hear in his head, "You have no fucking idea." And then just gonna see Warwick smiling, super creepy, look at him right in the eyes.
And I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna put my hand on his back and lead him away and say, honestly, this is your last chance to walk away from this. No hard feelings. If you do fuck with us, the big one will kill you.
He's kind of looking around.
The little one will too, probably.
Well,
May I ask what we're doing, though? What am I?
saving the fucking world. What the fuck do you expect?
As Amric says this to
All
him,
right, I can get behind that.
as Amric says this to him, Reed is gonna come up behind and go at his Achilles
Oh God, no.
and say, "Whatever we fucking tell you."
Are you cutting it, or you just got the knife on it?
Just got the knife on it.
All right. And you're just gonna hear a mumble, "Holy fucking shit! What did I get myself into?"
A good time.
All right, they'll come down in about an hour. Let's have a couple ales while we wait. It's 5
Or they're a
o'clock
special
somewhere.
bunch. You get used to them.
As
Do you though? Do you?
You just ignore them. That's what I do. That's
don't worry about her. She has a thing for me.
oh, freak sakes.
That's amazing.
dreams
I'll
a lot.
order us a couple ales from the barkeep just to wait on
You
Calvin.
get that, and
As we're waiting,
she brings out a large amount of food for you guys too, some breads and meats. Sorry, good. Read.
as we're waiting, I say the best thing about Achilles tendons is it either shoots down to your foot or shoots up to your ass. You never know which one it is.
Not gonna lie, that actually makes me sick. I was like,
Stretches the whole leg. You
I'm
never know
sure
which
it's
one
like
you're
a
gonna
fucking rubber band. Like if you were to slice it, like you would feel it like snap like a
man.
rubber band up through your
Egan's,
leg.
Oh.
Egan's gonna lose his spaghetti on screen.
I'm gonna throw up everywhere. Like,
It's like spaghetti.
there's like two things like
He's
that,
just gonna.
and the nose sucker for babies freaks me out. Like, oh, I'm good. So in character,
He's gonna kind of look at you guys. He's drinking his ale, kind of shifty-eyed. The stories were not entirely complete about this party.
I like it.
You don't seem as
alright.
strong as you appear.
You'll get used to us. We just have to break you in a little bit, and then we're nice after. We're kind of like those gummy candies. You ever have one of those? They're a little bit sour at first, and then they're sweet.
Oh, and we
They
all
look like little gnomes.
share.
He looks so fucking confused at this point and concerned. He is just trying to drink his ale and just. All right, you got this. You need the money. You need the
Jingles
money."
that 50 gold in his pocket like it's worth it. It's got to be worth it.
How far can I get with this? Looking around at each of you, kind of keeping his distance. He seems a little twitchy every time one of you moves too quickly.
Remember, you can't run without an Achilles.
Getting a little
He's
creepy
gonna
now,
slide
Reed.
his chair over just a hair, without trying to be obvious about it. You see him just.
Hold on.
Dude, if you post a video or something like that of a fucking
No, I'm not doing that. I could.
But I would as he's doing that and in character, as we're sitting down for the ales and stuff,
Do I
I'll
see him move?
do that perception. Jesus Christ.
You absolutely notice it. He is attempting to be stealthy, but he is not. You can almost hear the as the chair is slowly moving away from you.
As he does that, I'm going to throw my regular dagger at the floor next to his chair without looking and say,
Make a performance check.
"You really thought that you were gonna slip past me?"
As I said, Azog, you're safe as long as you don't fuck us over.
I'm not sure I'm even safe then, but all right.
I'd protect you with my life.
We're loyal to a bone.
He's waiting for the other half of that. He's just holding.
Sure, what? What?
You see him slowly.
As I see him eye the table, you can interpret that as much as you'd like.
Yep.
Like it. When we're sitting down for the ales, I'm gonna look at Amrook and everybody else, and I say, on a more serious note, we've brought in this new guy here. I have a cousin I've been talking to. He's kind of been helping out, kind of keeping me informed about.
Oh,
What's
the
going
good-looking one you told me about, that wench up north.
on. No, that's not my cousin. I slept with that one. My cousin's a guy.
You slept with your cousin? You fucking freak.
I didn't know at the time. No, no, I have a.
That scene from Joe Dirt.
You're my sister. You're my sister.
I have a cousin who's been training at one of my estates. That might be interested in joining at some point, and would let's just say benefit if I were to be absent from the group or taken out at some point. So when that time comes, just a necessary precaution.
Much appreciated, Warwick. Did you need to go grab your errand?
Now I'm gonna wait until we go to Silvery Moon and my cousin told me that there's some pretty top-notch people there, so I'm gonna wait until people.
All right.
And with that, I'm just gonna I'll take an ale and just kind of mull over my thoughts a little bit, think about what's next. Because now
All right.
it's on my back.
And while you're finishing up north, Soga's gonna ask, so where do we go to save the world?
I'm just gonna look at Reed and be like, "You want to repeat what you just said?" Where?
All right, then I shall wait and see.
We've got a couple places
so with
to
that,
go. Just
Keldrum.
follow our lead.
I already like
I
this
will
guy.
do so. Keldrum, up north, you upstairs, you finish your spell, and you sense it take place. You sense it reach out into the world. Grizz, you feel a chill down your spine momentarily. And all goes quiet.
Let's see if this works, Keldrum. I appreciate it. And
We're good.
I'm gonna try to summon Frank.
Grizz, once again, as you summon Frank, hoping but not expecting, keeping a tent eye in the room, Frank fails to materialize. However, you feel a glimmer of hope. Something seems to have changed. You can't quite tell what, but you sense something, an opening in the connection it's like a door starting to pry, and from a glimmer of light to something on the other side almost taking shape. You just feel it's like the time is opportune, but no Frank yet.
Do I get a sense that so when I tried to communicate with him last time, he was fearful, something, he was in pain. Do I get a sense for that?
You still have a sense that a minor sense of fear does come through, but it's different this time, and you can't put your finger on why yet.
Okay. All right. Griswold, just as he tries to do this, you almost you see that I reach out like Frank's gonna be there, and he's not, and then I just smash the ground as hard as I can and say, it's so close. I don't know what this is. Something is stopping him. He's afraid, but it's different. We were closer this time, but I still can't understand Still can't understand. I appreciate it, Caldrum, regardless. Truly, I do.
Sorry, Chris. I wish there was more I could do.
Okay. Something I must have done. I don't know what's holding him back.
He's scared you're gonna
We'll
put him
find
in a flame again.
We'll figure it out. Are we doing this here? Are we moving out now?
Are you guys back with the group, or are you guys talking to each other?
I'm asking Grizz.
I think it's best. I shake off the whole thing with Frank, and yes, it's probably best that we go to Silvery Moon and get the answers. The quicker
Kinda
that we
reach
find
out
them.
and pat him on the shoulder. Why don't you go down and tell the rest of finish out the tab and come back up here. I'll get us going here. I start to sit down and pull some chalk out. And, kind of excited to get back home. Haven't been home in a couple of weeks.
Taking us back to Lumbia.
So I'll
I think
walk
you're
downstairs.
the only one that'll understand that. Right? Maybe Rusty.
I don't know if I get that one.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know that one.
It's a RuneScape joke.
Yeah,
Oh,
from RuneScape.
Yep, nope.
Oh man, that's some.
Yeah.
That's an old one.
Oof. I don't think I played RuneScape since like 2006.
OSRS, man.
Uh huh.
Gotta keep it alive.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'll walk downstairs frustrated, kind of muttering to myself as I go down the stairs, and then I see Sug and the group. Belgium's preparing upstairs, and then I look over at Amrook. Amrook, is he gonna hold up to this, or am I gonna have to kill him?
He's aware of the consequences for his actions, but he's gonna come with us.
I grab my dagger out of the floor and say, I'm sure he'll listen. Give Griswold the rest of my drink and head upstairs.
One thing, what kind of weaponry does this beast have?
The Sug?
Yeah.
So what he has currently is a large club and 1 second. I have to confirm something else real quick before I give you an answer to that.
If it doesn't look like it's say up to snuff, we'll say roughly. So
Maybe let him
He's-
go for
Okay, go ahead.
the first battle, and
yeah,
we'll upgrade
Well-
him from there.
yeah. We'll see how things go, Asog, but we may need to change out some things, some of that weaponry and whatnot. But we'll see how things
Yeah,
go.
he has a mole with him right now.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
However, as you ask, it is non-magical.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to put it.
Oh, I.
Yeah.
mm-mm.
and
No,
we'll
no,
keep walking.
I'm not promising anything. I'm just. We'll see how that mole. See how you work with that mole, but we might look at something else, depending on how you do with that. We'll take care of you nonetheless.
I do just fine, but I'm open. You seem to have, and he kind of looks at each of your weapons in turn, an interesting supply line that I certainly wouldn't mind being part of.
All right, and I'll Siddle's or Caldrum's upstairs. We should hurry.
And as you prepare to stand up and head outside, you hear commotion outside the tavern. What sounds at first like some yelling, perhaps some kids, and then it starts to sound more like screaming. And you hear multiple voices now doing so, and it sounds a bit like panic. Reed and Cal from upstairs, you catch this through the window as well. Through the open windows, you hear the concerns also.
Reed looks at Caldrum and says, "Continue the circle."
I'll look outside. What's going on?
So you can't quite see now. It's you're on the opposite side of the building, but you can hear it kind of through the hallways on the opposite side of the window. Your window's kind of facing to the back, in
It'll
your
take me a
room,
minute,
and
but-
something's to the front of the tavern.
It'll take me a minute, but
I'm gonna head to the window, where we're at, and I'm gonna look out the window
I'm going
or the
to.
door, whatever.
As you run over, there's a pretty large window there on the tavern. As you run over and take a look outside, you see a few people running, scattering. You see someone shoot past the window. Others starting to flee. You see, large plaza that's outside of this area that you came in, and you see the fountain. You see a couple large trees. You see the garden. You see a few large statues. And you see people running, but nothing immediately catches your eye until you realize that those large statues were not there when you entered yesterday, and you now see them moving. These 10-foot tall gargoyle-like creatures containing the 4 massive stone arms are moving through the courtyard. One seems to be chasing after a local commoner who can't quite escape it. The other gliding through in your general direction, like in this like towards that way. What are we gonna do? And actually, I'll go ahead and say let's leave it at that and pick up.
Love it.
Pick up right there on site in session
Oh.
next time.
Matt Mercer, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
That is
now
probably
it's
the
fun.
best cliffhanger you've given us.
Damn.
And
Damn.
just let me give you a little something here to live off of for next time. I don't want you saying I didn't give you anything besides that. So let me jump in the chat.
He's gonna give us a photo. This is gonna be great.
Oh, I'm giving you a photo.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
you're gonna drop it in the chat.
Yep.
Discord chat
An
or
approximation. The D&D chat here.
Okay.
Okay, come on. And send.
Nice.
You see 2 of those.
Open up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hold on, where
Is it open?
Oh shit.
It's not opening.
It downloaded. It doesn't open automatically.
Oh, yeah.
what
Shoot.
What the hell?
Sorry. It was a new attempt. It's something.
I like it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, this is not gonna go well.
6 times.
What do you mean this is not going to go well?
For those fucking
Nice.
Make it
gargoyles.
easier.
Those fucking gargoyles, it's not.
Hey, it's like it's like Ghostbusters.
I was just gonna say, yep. The dog from Ghostbusters.
The dogs from Ghostbusters. It's going to be Sigourney Weaver and
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
You could call me the gatekeeper.
What is it? Zool?
Joel.
That was the
That's the second one.
no. That was the gatekeeper. No.
You can call me the Keymaster.
The Keymaster,
The Keymaster and the Gatekeeper. Yeah.
Oh, the gate.
Zool was the god.
Who they
fought.
serve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All right. Well,
All right.
on that note, we will end. Look forward to next week. Going to be a fun one. We'll have to work on the in-person setup again. Once again, Siddle by committee since he's no fun anymore. But we'll try not to kill him off, and we'll go from there.
Everyone want to stay
Thank
on
you,
for
everyone,
the
for joining.